I have to say though, this is a fun ride, but I like the attraction that was there before. But we're not talking about that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But this is one
Tell
thing
me
that I really
first.
love about this ride. It's very they
French?
immerse you with different senses.
Oh.
I'm just gonna keep it
What?
at that.
What is Mushu?
What is that?
Immerses.
He's a dragon.
Immerse you
Immerse.
in different
Eddie
senses.
Murphy impression.
How can you not hear him?
Mushu's the dragon
It's very
from
Mushu.
Mushu's the dragon from Mulan.
He is.
We're going right into the food talk
What
here.
attraction was there before it?
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, what was there before?
You mean
You
in
don't know?
Epcot? Huh?
Huh?
What was
You
there
know
before
what?
it?
You know what? I just thought about something. I'm wrong. I was actually thinking about
No.
the Mickey's.
Frozen.
Oh, you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. I take that back.
Waka
That's a newer.
That's the wrong part.
Yeah.
Yes, Leo.
I'm trying to realize
It's trackless.
Let's not
Yes.
move the ride. I will. I don't want to be talking about
The
it.
first time I rode this was when you still had to wear masks on the rides.
Oh,
And
wow.
I
Oh,
will
yeah.
say, this is a ride that, because we did it for the annual pass holder preview, so we were allowed to ride it as many times as we wanted. But riding that with the mask, I couldn't ride it more than once, because taking the 3D, taking away the fact that you're spinning a lot of times, not like heavy spinning, but moving a lot. So that made me very motion sick the first time that I
Yep.
rode it. I was like, I can't ride it again back to back. Like
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
couldn't get down with it. But I will say, taking that element away, it's a very fun ride. And this is the one, like, the 3D glasses are different than like movie 3D glasses. They're kind
Yes.
of like black with like
Yeah.
the weird little lenses, like you're, examining something. I don't know, but that's kind of a different facet of it. But I think that it loads in very fast. I think. Like the queue moves pretty fast for this.
You've ridden Mickey and Minnie's, right? Do you get motion sickness on that?
But that also doesn't have a 3D element.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No.
So, and I don't feel like that, even though that's the runaway railway, I don't feel like that scurries as fast as this does. And maybe it is the forced perspective of you feeling small and everything feeling so large around you that contributes to it. But on a given day, I don't think it's heavy motion sick. But when you've got a mask on and you're spinning around in 3D, it was no bueno.
It's
Agreed.
scary.
Yeah.
You know what? If you remember, hey Gina, if you remember that part where you're under the oven, they heat
Yep.
you up too, and
Mm,
that mask gets
Yeah.
really, really miserable when you're underneath there.
yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah, yeah. I could not imagine wearing a mask in Orlando. It's like
The
that is a
worst.
nightmare. Oh, yeah.
Wearing it outside, wearing it inside, but the worst ride I rode it on was the last time I did Mission Space, which I'm not a Mission Space fan
Oh,
anyway.
man.
There was no
No.
line. And I said, my son was like at the age that he says, I want to try this. And it was like no minute wait because everyone was
Yeah,
smart
yeah.
that day. And we had masks. And thankfully, it only seats 4 people. They put us in a car by ourselves. And so
Oh,
my
yeah.
son's in this little booster. They give the smaller kids. And I'm thinking, what if he hates this and we are trapped in this death boat? I start frantically pushing these fake buttons, thinking there's got to be. Now, I did hear from a cast member recently on like a interview saying that they do double check before they close it, because once they close it, they're not stopping.
They're not, yeah.
They said we
Right.
don't have cameras and they're watching like people think they do. If you're screaming, we're gonna think you're screaming because of the ride. They have no
Yeah.
idea. So we were sitting there and I've got the mask on and I just yanked it off inside the ride and put my face where like the
Yep.
AC coming out was like
Yeah.
and my son's
Yeah.
like all excited, but
Oh,
that was
man.
the last time I will ever ride that. I used to ride it when
Oh,
it first came out. I was young and dumb and I didn't care. Now
Oh.
I'm like, burn it to the ground. I don't care.
Oh,
Bring it
yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
It's
Gina, was
so-
that green or orange mission?
It was whatever side is I call it the non-sicky side. That's what I refer to.
That's-
Sicky
that's
side.
orange.
Not,
Oh, yeah, that's
Green
green.
mission, right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
it's a not-
green? So
So-
I did the orange
green.
when I was like, the first time I went, I was like 16. I did orange, was like, never again am I doing this
Oh,
ride.
yeah.
This
When they
is-
first opened it, there was no
Absolutely
two
not.
different sides. It was
No, there
all
was green
Yeah.
and orange.
Oh, yeah. They had to differentiate quick. Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
that was. Last time I rode it was Gary Sinise who was doing it. So I was like, oh, Gary Sinise is in it. I love Mac Taylor from CSU New York. No, never again will I ride that ride in my life. Like,
Wild because the movies
absolutely
are
not.
totally different. They're like two different missions, which I didn't realize. I thought one they
Yeah.
were
really?
just one
Oh.
wasn't spinning. But I remember getting on it back when it first opened. And again, I was younger. It was a new ride. It was like,
Yeah.
okay. And it's so wild because when that G-force hits, I would say to my friends, try and lift your feet. Try and lift your feet because you can't lift them off the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Getting it
Once
that
you're spinning it round, yeah.
But I saw way too many piles of puke leaving that ride.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
people,
Oh,
they
yeah.
had barf bags in there.
Oh.
But so with my son, I rode it. I did it. Once it got going, we were okay. I was just more concerned about him. But that
Yeah.
is like riding in a coffin. And it's just, no, I don't want to do it anymore. So that
No,
ride,
yeah.
that's not really a hot take. That's a just
No.
everyone agrees. Get rid of
But
it.
you'll
The
be
vomit
happy
machine,
to know
yeah.
that there's a 5-minute wait on a normal, very busy day in Epcot.
Mhm. Yes. And
Those
the 5
people that are
minutes are the people that don't know what they're getting.
And
themselves
yeah, I was going to say those 5 people or the 5-minute wait are like newcomers to Disney World, and they're like, "Oh, this looks like a cool ride." You are sorely
Nope.
mistaken, friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
now
time I
know.
ride it now, I'm the
Yeah.
only one in my pod, and I'm trying to like push all the buttons because there's never anybody else there.
Every time, Catherine, how often are you riding this thing?
I mean, I typically go for the green, but at least once per trip, I'll still do orange.
Oh, wow.
Look, guys, Josh is
Yeah.
doing the chat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
He doesn't
agree.
have
It's-
time to
it's
join us,
not
but he
good.
can chat.
Yeah,
Probably
but
doing
there's
it for his
nothing.
phone.
Hi, Josh. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to rock on, and you're just like, well, I have like 10 minutes to kill, and I can get in and out of this ride in 10 minutes.
Yes. But it's
Yeah.
even more so that, like Josh said, bring back Horizons, even more so that it's a ride
Yeah.
that we loved more than anything that
Oh,
was
yeah.
taken away.
That
and
became
put in
this.
its place. It's
Yeah.
like,
Became this monstrosity. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
but I
it's
let
so
my
sad.
son try it. That was the only reason I got on there. But just talking about that with a mask on, because obviously I brought this up about masks on rides, but I'm just so glad we're the only ones in there because I'm like, this is not staying on. I just yanked it
No,
off. I
yeah,
was like, I need to
yeah.
get it breathe and this, and that wasn't even
Yeah.
the sicky side. So it was
Yeah,
just
and then
Yeah.
and Jay and I we walked just downtown Disney, and that was enough. Just walking.
when
Yeah.
it was outside, you had to wear
Yeah.
masks. I was
Yep.
like, I won't make it. I'm gonna die on this trip. I will not
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Then you-
especially for the summer with a mask on.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
anytime in summer with a mask on is
Yeah.
it was great.
Anytime in Florida with a mask on, unless it's like January.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Anytime in Florida.
Yeah.
Unless it's like winter in Florida when it's like January and it gets to like what 30 Fahrenheit or something.
Yeah.
The
Something like
only
that.
mask
January
I
in a
wear over
t-shirt
here
and
is
shorts, Zach.
for the
Mhm.
What's
snow.
that?
It's not that cold in January. Sometimes it's t-shirt and shorts weather. Well, at least
Yeah, I
for
mean,
us.
yeah, for us it is because that's still our summer. But like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
No,
the
anytime
worst,
in Florida. I just don't want to wear a mask anymore ever again.
No.
Anyway,
no,
so
Yeah.
no.
the
I
worst
need-
I'm glad we're over that, man. I'm glad we're over that.
yeah.
at Disneyland, and Steve, you'll know. Actually, Shaz will probably know this too. Big Thunder Mountain, going up those stairs when they had that divider, plastic divider.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
the plastic. They had the
Yeah,
plastic
like-
wall.
You barely had enough room as it was, and now they have a plastic.
no.
divider.
Oh, you were telling me about
Oh,
that, yeah, when we
no.
was in line
That
for it.
sucks.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
horrible.
And Mickey
Yeah.
and Minnie's
Yeah.
Runaway Railway, or even the for those who go to Epcot, the little Three Amigos ride in
Oh, the
Mexico.
Grand-
That you just felt like, because that's a tiny
Oh,
little
yeah.
area
Oh,
anyway.
it is. Yeah, yeah,
Salad bar
Oh,
sneeze
Grand
guards
Fiesta
they
Tour,
put up
right.
between us. It was,
yeah, yeah.
I think that was worse. I feel like it was containing everyone's coughs, and now you're just walking through a cough
Yeah.
cloud,
Oh, yeah.
putting out their mask or whatever. That
You
was
see all the
bad.
marks on the plexiglass.
Oh,
Kids are still
no.
finding a way to lick them. Gross. Yeah, Grand Fiesta Tour. That's right. That's the
All
one.
right. So what are we
Yeah.
doing? Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I've talked
Adventure.
about every ride except this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's get to it so we can get it out of the way.
Ratatouille.
Get it out of the way.
All right, no, we'll
You know, Jason's just thinking about I'm going to Disney soon, so
I'm gonna get rid of our names so they can see us. And this
Is this from
Chris.
Rel MG.
Chris?
Doesn't have his logo on it.
Wait, this is the Epcot one. I mean, I know the ride is the same, but this is the one.
This is the
Yeah,
Epcot one.
In Paris, we even have the same fountain. Well, we even have the same fountain in our fountain as well.
But that would be in French.
It looks the same.
The signs are French though.
It looks exactly the same from the outside as well.
That guy's got a cool shirt on. I like that shirt.
His backpack
Mug
is
him,
open.
Zach. Mug him and get the shirt. Even the exit queue's the same. The only difference is that there's a restaurant attached to it.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous of that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a French restaurant. So.
It is
Yeah.
a French restaurant.
All the restaurants in France are French.
Thanks, Josh.
I do think that this ride, besides like Rise of Resistance, I feel like it's one of the best immersion rides for making you feel like you're in the
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, totally agree.
Oh wow, they get like air ducts and stuff. I forgot you're supposed to
The
be
size
little.
of a rat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the size of a rat, which is cool.
You
Yeah,
shrunk down to the size of a rat. You get, a rat.
a rat in a rat. Oh,
You dirty rat.
It can either be a meal
Rat.
or remo.
Pretty neat the way the track is.
It's really cool the way they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This music just like warms my heart.
Yeah.
insane. I love this game.
Yeah.
Like Steve said, this part is still technically 3D, even though you don't have your glasses on.
Yeah.
The cars are coming right at you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Get right in.
Like no. Look out.
But like once you're into like
Exactly.
He's talking.
Yeah, exactly.
You hardly
Agreeable.
ever hear Chris talk.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's such
Chris,
a-
you never see Chris, so you hardly hear him speak.
Sometimes I hear him go.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, this was one smooth ride.
Yeah, it looks
We're
cool.
going with this ride.
It's such a vibe. I love this.
not this one, but the one in Paris was one of the first track test rides, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was Tokyo, right? Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Not for nothing.
And then
I got a friend of mine
California
who went through this ride, and he got stuck under the heater thing, and he was like, it was miserable, man.
Oh wow.
The place.
He was there for like 3 minutes. He's like, yo, dude.
All right, guys, here it is.
Yeah.
Can't even tell. It's fun though, because it does give you that real perspective of feeling like everything's so much bigger than
Yeah.
It's so cool because it's not just screens, it's physical effects as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
they
neat.
integrated them so well.
And it really doesn't like throw you off that it's in French and English.
No.
I was curious how that would go.
It's
But
exactly the same soundtrack and script as in Paris, half and half.
Well, I'm
And
curious though.
when you
That,
come through here, you can smell things. You can smell all the food.
Yeah.
that
Oh, wow.
scene was moving and we dropped in and all that, but
Yeah.
the vehicles were stopped. Were they shaking or anything? Or?
it's like the
Yeah,
screen.
they do. They move a
No,
little.
screen fit. The vehicle's the same. It smells like oranges when you go for this, but it's
Yeah,
good.
so when you're there, you can smell it.
Yeah, the ride vehicles themselves have a scurry motion, so you can feel like the feet of the rat are moving. They do that throughout the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a pitter patter of the feet.
Yeah, if you notice it, you'll notice like the whole time you're just kind of scurrying around.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the part.
You can You can feel the heat, and you can smell the chicken cooking in the oven as well. There's a chicken roasting, and you can smell it.
I love Skinner. He's so hilarious in that movie.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
another funny villain, like a non-scary funny villain. I love that.
Yeah.
Yzma, Skinner's hilarious. That rat's on my document.
Yeah, he's literally just doing his job. Like,
He's the villain because he
Then
doesn't
puts
want to
his hand
rat.
for it, really looks
Yeah,
like he's
Yeah.
Depending
I want
on
my
which way
kitchen
you
to be
start,
hygienic.
though, it's quite funny. There's an orange or a lemon in front of them, and I always start.
Yeah.
You can see even just from this POV, if you do have motion sick, like my dad who has vertigo or something like that, it can set it off.
Yeah.
yeah. I also find if the 3D glasses aren't sitting right, it can really mess with you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It doesn't move around like a lot.
Yeah. Your
If you
car's
suffer
not
from
moving
motion
fast.
sickness,
Yeah, it just makes you seem like you're moving fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cars moving very slowly.
oh, this is the best.
I love the ending.
This bit smells amazing when you're in the kitchen.
I remember when they announced at D23 they were bringing this to Disney World, and I was so insane excited about it.
Oh, me
I
too.
love
That little giggling mouse is so cute.
Where's Gus Gus?
There's a little tiny one at the end as well, and he's jumping up and down, and he waves at you. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Yeah, where all those boring walls are along there, is glass looking into the restaurant at Paris. And the seating is all made to look like the rat seating area that they were just at. You get to sit on the
There's a
table, it looks like a little top cap. So cool.
And like the little things that they do, if you take note, when you're leaving the ride, the size of the tiles changes because it's like
Yeah.
you're supposed to be getting back to human size. So it's like
Human size,
little,
yeah.
like big giant
Oh,
tiles, and then they start to get small for that. Just those little
Yeah.
extra Disney touches that I
That's cool.
love that they don't have to do, and you
Yeah,
may
yeah.
not immediately notice, but I think are just fun.
Yeah.
little-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I've never noticed that. That's so neat.
God bless TikTok, right, guys? I mean, like the videos I see, the things I learn on there,
Yeah.
I
like
learned so much.
I never even noticed that. Thank you for pointing it out. Yeah, it's a cute ride, but I think POV, it's hard to get, gather the whole thing because, like Shaz was saying, there's
Yeah.
scent cues, there's physical
Yeah.
things where you're feeling like a spray of water or the heat of the
Yeah.
oven. There's a lot more to it than just what you see, and then plus what you see is, I think it's seat six.
Six.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is also nice because so many of these rides will be like a 4-person, and if you're a family of 5, even you're splitting your family up. So I do think that's another nice thing about that vehicle is that it can fit 6
Yeah.
people comfortably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my only complaint on this ride is it's a little bit too short for me.
Yeah, it is short.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially watching that, it seemed even
Yeah.
shorter than I remember. When you're not
That
in it, you're like,
seems to
It
be
feels-
one of the things for Disney rides at the minute. Like they're a lot shorter than
yeah.
probably what they used to be. But I mean,
Yeah, if you consider
about
like Pirates or
Hourly
Haunted,
throughput.
yeah. Because
That's-
Pirates was a good 10-minute ride.
14 minutes.
Easily.
Yeah, 10-15 minute ride. Yeah.
Like, they don't
Well,
make
then-
them like that anymore.
No,
Especially
they don't,
except Rise. I will say Rise of the
Yeah,
Resistance.
Rise of the
Right.
is
Resistance.
nice.
Yeah.
Lengthy, pairing it from the walking part to the riding. That is a really
Yeah.
true like Disney formula ride. I also
Mhm.
love the size. Like when you get in that room with like
Yeah.
the like it's so big, and that's what Epic is doing and Disney's not doing as much of, but it works so well when they do. Like it really
Yeah.
does. Congrats, Star.
so
Just
you
like
know the
Red
Epic
Man.
universe.
My
when you
favorite
go
part.
into in Epic Universe, when you go into the Ministry of Magic, opens up to a 50-foot ceiling. There's nothing grander than that.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, when you guys get it, I don't know how many of you have been there yet, but if you have not.
What does the ceiling look like?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
What does the ceiling?
Trust me,
That guy up there, what does the ceiling look like?
I mean, literally 50 feet tall.
Oh, he'll see it.
And you're like, oh. I mean,
Jason,
everybody, when they walk through, they're like, wow.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's like, I think this was a little too short.
Yeah, I think so too.
So it's about a 5.5 minute ride. It was like,
I don't know. It felt like 30 seconds when we just watched it.
It feels longer when you're riding it compared to when we're watching it. Definitely.
Yeah. And that I think that's most of the case with some rides. Like with obviously, like Gina said, it takes in all those other elements of like the sense, the feels, the kind of like the all the other elements that you can't really get from a video. But yeah.
Kenny, by the way, Josh G is my brother who couldn't be on this podcast and is here because I guarantee you he's watching this from his phone while he's with his family tonight and is like chiming in. So he couldn't be on it, but he's trying to like be present with me. See, Josh, that's my brother who's my co-host.
He's multitasking.
Yeah.
Oh, do I spend time with
Don't
my
let go.
family here?
Get that blue goblin away from me.
Blue goblin.
Yeah, but when we're talking about grandeur, like Spaceship Earth, that room when you get to the top of that and it's that open space, like that.
Yeah.
So grand and just walk up to Spaceship Earth. That's not even like as forced perspective as the castle is. It's just a very large structure.
It's just a very large dome. Yeah.
And I just miss them doing things to that. I've said this before, but Haunted Mansion, you guys brought up in Pirates, they just, other than maybe Rise, they don't do it that way anymore. And it's unfortunate because, like, I know, Shaz, you hate Frozen, and I hate that ride. And I don't like that ride is just like low on my list. Hot take, it's low on my list because I feel like it's very phoned in from what it was before that. And if you take Frozen Ever After and put it side by side with Haunted Mansion, right? From the second you step onto Haunted Mansion property, you've got the cast members that are in character. And not every ride can create a cast member character, for them, but you've got the graveyard, you've got everything, and then as soon as you walk into the building, it's everything is themed, and then you go in the stretching room, and then you come in, then you get in your dune buggy. Every inch of that ride has got something for your eyes, something for your ears. It's totally covered in immersion. And then you get into Frozen Ever After, and you ride the boat, and then all of a sudden there's like, oh, there's Olaf, and then a whole bunch of nothing, and then we scoot up, and oh, here's Elsa and Carissa, and then a whole bunch of nothing. It's vignettes. It's
the same with Tiana at Disney World though. Like it's so stretched out, because it's such a big, massive land. Whereas if you I didn't ride it at Disneyland when I went, but because it's the same thing. But
Sam said it was better.
Yeah, but it probably is because the story's more compacted. So they've got to be more mindful with the space, and they don't do that anymore.
Because I remember when the only one I can
think of really is that I rode was Tron. Like Tron, kind of like once you started getting onto the ride itself.
Oh yeah, once you're in the building.
Yeah, like the immersion, that's really cool. Like when you get digitized, it's so freaking epic. It's insane.
Yeah, but Sam didn't get that at all because she's never seen the movie. I was so excited. She's like, what? She's like, what? And I'm like, we're on the grid. And she's like, what do you mean we're on the grid? And I'm like, get out. Like,
get out.
Don't talk to me anymore.
That's without him saying it. That's going to be a Josh hot take because Josh feels like the Tron reveal doesn't compare to when you're in Flight of Passage and they do their kind of whole let's scan you. I mean. Better. And now, to be fair, I've never seen the Tron movie, so I feel like if I had that fandom, maybe I would have gotten that effect. I don't know, but that's what I was going to say. Flight of Passage is another one from Entry of Q through the whole thing.
I mean, Pandora's another, like a land itself is just, you feel like you're not even in Animal Kingdom. You feel like you're not even in Florida at that point. Like it was insane how immersive that land is
until you have to get out because the park is closing.
Not even
like 2 o'clock, park's closing.
I want to see it at night.
The animals have got to go to sleep. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you got to
go in November if you want to see it at night.
Yeah,
but
like not even Flight of Passage, but also the Navi River journey is just beautiful. Honestly,
way too short.
I gotta tell you though,
oh,
universe,
yeah,
it's gonna light a fire in Disney's butt. I could guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
Or like your
Ride, the queue is that much better than any Disney ride out there.
Right.
You know, and I'm talking about from the ceilings all the way to the little crevices to the interactive areas of your queue.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example, like in Mario Land, right? Every ride has these little areas where you have the band, and you could just go and
that's awesome. Power ups,
and then you could activate lightning and thunder in there.
Mm.
You don't have that.
Disney tried that with what do you call it? With the Galaxy's Edge, you know, with your phone, and you do the certain thing.
Right. The data pad stuff.
Yeah, but they don't do it like in a queue. Like the Indiana Jones ride, we had those pull.
Yeah,
lever,
they had the rope, they had all that stuff. Yeah.
If you would have had those tied in with that, and not actually someone pulling and breaking it all the time, like
right,
you could have had that.
Yeah.
But that's Disneyland. You know, we're in the Magic Kingdom. We're kind of like the stepchild. Disney don't really spend that money here.
Yeah, well, you know, you're getting Indiana Jones.
Talk about not spending money. Paris is like the poor park of the. We get all the second-hand regions.
Disneyland's like
you know the story behind the Disneyland Paris, right? The original company didn't want to spend any money at all. Actually, Disney wanted to give them the brand new stuff. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna build," and they're like, "No." They're like, no, we don't want to spend money. You know, that type of thing. And this is the reason why we dug up all the stuff from Magic Kingdom and gave it to you. That's the reason. So you got to blame the Frenchman who used to own it.
It wasn't a Frenchman. It was a Saudi Arabian prince.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, well, blame the Saudi prince then. There you go.
Yeah.
I think that Disney sometimes thinks that what they need to do to compete with Universal is more thrill rides. But I really think if you ask the average Disney goer, they would tell you if they had the choice between just a thrill ride or a really heavily
original
ride, original and immersed and themed ride, like an experience and the right length. Because Josh and I will tell you about Guardians. We think Guardians, and actually, Kenny, you were on the Guardians episode of this, right? When you guys did the video thing. I think it was Guardians that I watched when you guys watched that. But
Kenny was talking about people throwing up in bins.
Well, Guardians, Josh and I feel like they hit that out of the park because the queue is lined out right. You're mostly inside, so you're not in the Florida heat for that. But the length of that ride is right. You get the couple pre-shows, and I know some people complain once you've ridden the ride a lot of times. They're kind of like, I'm over the pre-shows, but it doesn't matter. It's better than just standing in a blank line. Adding those bonus pre-shows to things was smart. It was something to keep you occupied while you're waiting for the next thing. But that ride is the right length. Like for a coaster, you're seeing it. It doesn't feel like Tron feels like that. And I know it's shorter than the one in Shanghai. It's very, very short. And
45
a lot
seconds.
of these rides are too short.
Yeah, like Tron is a 45-second roller coaster. It's insane.
Yeah.
Mine's will be the Barnstormer.
Have you been on Tron? You have, right?
Yeah.
It's less than a minute.
It's so short, and also I think that ride is 1,000 times better at night. I feel like
I ride it at night.
It's to me, it's like a 7 at best during the day, and that's just because, again, I think it was overhyped because the Shanghai version's longer. So everybody kept saying Shanghai, but it's longer. So I'm sure it is living up to that hype. Yeah. But at night, I feel like it gets an 8. Okay.
I wonder why we didn't make it the same, because I mean, there was enough space there. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Knott's Berry Farm in California, they have a similar ride. It's the same thing. It's on horses, and it's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's literally.
Oh, is that the steeple?
So the reason behind why the light cycle run at Magic Kingdom is shorter is because of where the show building is on the other side of the berm. And so if you know the topography, if we did like the overhead map, we would actually see that the show building is ominously close to Bay Lake. And and you have a water table. and that's why the show building's smaller than Shanghai.
That's why we should have knocked out the stupid Tomorrowland Speedway that's outdated. On that way, and we'd all be happy. Yay!
Yeah, but you probably could have made it longer. I mean, you don't have to make it in water. I mean,
I feel like the walk up to it takes forever when
I'm
you're trying to
just-
get there.
Again,
Legs are cramping.
if you look at the topo maps, you'll see the reasons why they couldn't make the building as big as they could. It's because of like drainage and the water table and it like sinking into the lake, and they didn't want to throw away $1 billion ride into the lake. You know what I mean? So that's the reason it's slightly smaller than Shanghai.
Yeah.
I don't mean to like burst anybody's bubble, but there it is. You know what I mean?
It does not burst mine, but also remember, I have a tinfoil tiara that I wear, and a lot of times I think the excuses Disney gives us, I don't believe. I will never believe there was a sinkhole underneath Horizons. They can tell me all day, but I'll never believe it. I think they just thought that ride needed to go, and they just knew that we'd be upset about it. So they said sinkhole, and everyone believed it. And they go, but we're going to build another ride right here. Okay. Could have built Horizons all over again for me.
Well, if you look at the weight, if you look at the combined weight of the show building of Horizons, and you look at the combined weight of the show building for Mission Space is actually about like 75% lighter than Horizons was.
Right.
I hate it for you, Gina. I mean, look.
It's okay, Lou. Remember, I'm not into facts. Like you forgot. Like I am not a fact person. It's my feelings. Facts cloud the issue. But I appreciate your information. I will quote it correctly.
Like I said,
I've really gotten into the civil engineering piece of it now. So
no, I love it. I find that very fascinating.
So like I'm doing all this research on topographical maps and like water tables and
yeah,
drainage and all this other crap because like I want to know where the fifth gate's going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the maps and I'm looking at the topos and I'm like, they can't do it.
Right.
They're not going to
They
do
can't
it.
do it.
No, they're not going to make a fifth gate in any of our lifetime. Like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, here's the question: how do we sync Mission Space? Is there something that we can do to create a sync? Have you looked
He is out there with a hose, like trying to water it down.
No, I understand. Like, how do we get Cranium Command back? I understand exactly what you're saying.
That would be amazing.
How do I get Buzzy back?
I know.
Who cares about those things? When are we going to get the people mover back?
Oh yeah, that breaks my heart for you guys. I can't imagine.
I don't care about Magic Kingdom. And
oh no. So that was.
We still need a third gate. So
the people mover, man, it's so depressing to see California's Tomorrowland. It really is a sad state of despair.
Says people.
Oh, see, there you go.
Love it.
I need one, Gina. I need one of them. I need one of them. I love
Yeah.
the people mover, man. It's like my go-to thing every time in Magic Kingdom. It's like the first ride we rode as like a whole family when we went back in 2011.
Highway in the sky.
Highway in the sky. That's exactly what it is. So.
This is what we used to do in Disneyland, and then one time they just said,
Yeah,
you can have the rocket.
Guys.
You can have the rocket rod.
I want to do what I want to do. I don't care about.
We could even keep the rocket rods.
No,
we have it
no,
for a year and a half, and then it's done.
I love the way you guys people mover little cars look too. They were so cute and retro with like the little roofs over them. Obviously, our thing has a roof, so it doesn't need those. Yeah. But I love that. That's so cute. I'm here for all the people.
The roof would tilt when you enter the vehicle, and the roof would tilt up.
So
can't really see
that's cool.
People mover.
Yeah. Oh, your blueprint from Mr. Gurr.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this ride was pretty cool, though. This Ratatouille ride, I like it.
It is.
It'd be fun to ride.
It's super cute.
So, you guys said it was a restaurant, like a real restaurant?
Hey, Manny.
Hey, Manny.
There was a real
long lost relatives.
Yeah, Steve's probably related to us in some way.
Yeah, probably.
This ride was so short. I actually thought the ending was going to go into another area where they're going to start slapping the rat again, and then we're on again. I'm like, wait a minute, that's it?
Slapping the rat.
It was fun to see them start slapping the rat again, and we start running, and then then we're good. That's
I don't know why that phrase is so funny to me. Slapping the rat. It just
slapping the rat. That's what you're getting into that. Around over there,
I just like the whole queue and the way how they shrink you down. You're supposed to be the size of a rat. So when you're under like the oven or the stove or whatever, you look up and it's it's like you're under it. It's
Yeah.
neat the way they built it.
Cool,
You
yeah,
feel the
yeah.
heat as well.
Yeah, that's what's
Speaking
so
of
neat about
oven,
it.
a lot of the overflow queue is outside. So that's a ride like you want to try to
Oh.
either lightning lane
First
or
thing in the-
whatever where it's
First
you
thing in the
can
morning.
inside. Yeah.
First thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Single rider, man.
If you-
Single rider line.
Like if you,
Oh, yeah,
if
there
you
you go,
rope
there you
drop,
go.
if you rope drop Epcot, the first thing you book for is the queue for Remy's. Absolutely.
Mm.
It used to be like
100%.
that in Paris when it first opened. I think it took about 5 years before it was not like an hour.
It calmed the hell down.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a
Took a
ride
long
for
time.
like after you eat either. Like that and Guardians
Mm.
of the eat far away from that riding. Like,
Like Mission Space. Like don't go on Mission Space after you ate.
or just don't
No,
go
no.
on it. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
period.
jump on
Yeah.
it.
Either way.
sinkhole.
But an empty stomach doesn't work either. It's equally bad. You need like to have eaten 2 hours before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they're thinking about getting rid of it because in a very, very busy day,
Mhm.
the most I've ever seen on a queue in a line was 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
like, are
getting
you
the
kidding?
repeat riders. People might
No.
try it, but they're not a lot of fans of it. When you look on any video that someone says, "What's one ride you think Disney should get rid of?" The
It's that.
majority
Always
of
that.
the responses.
I think this ride looked really good on paper,
Mhm.
but then when they built the thing and it's an actual, what do you call that?
Simulator.
Centrifugal, yeah,
Yeah.
Vomitron?
Centrifugal, isn't it?
yeah, Vomitron.
Vomitron, yeah.
All right, Disney,
What
Yeah, yeah.
kind of ride has vomit bags?
all
on
right,
it?
Disney, if you're listening, you could dig this right up, space, whatever you call it, and bring it to the Middle East, where they need to be inside.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'll let you the
Yeah.
And
So
then,
you-
sell it to them and bring that money back, and we'll put something really good in there.
Yeah.
If they were to get rid of
So,
that, would they
look
get
it
rid
up.
of the Space 220 restaurant?
No, I
then?
don't think you need to. I think you could come up
No.
with a better theme, right? And also, Space 220 is there, but it could be isolated if you built a building like just a little spaced out. Like I feel like you could leave Space 220 and burn Mission Space to the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree.
So
yeah.
okay, if you were to build something else there, what would you guys have in place
Horizons
of?
2.
You got
Horizons,
it.
yeah,
Horizons
Horizons,
too.
yeah. Yeah.
I guess if you
Absolutely.
did Horizons, then you would still be on
Face.
theme. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
you
we did
keep your
Horizons. I don't remember it. Which one was it?
The best
It was
one.
the one we did with Catherine.
Yes.
Catherine
Yeah, to be fair,
That
so
adventure.
you couldn't see much in the video. Like it was really hard to make anything out.
Oh, was it that one? That one where we were.
It's unofficial.
The one where you didn't see anything.
It's the sequel to Carousel of Progress unofficially. And so,
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
yes,
Yeah.
I loved it. And that was one of the first rides that people remembered that scent that they would pump in because the oranges, when you would get to that orange grove.
Yellow
it was
or
like-
orange.
As a
Right.
kid, I remember thinking, this is amazing. This ride has like a scent. And it wasn't like pirate water scent where it was like, it was a scent that was noticeably in your.
Not the scent
But
from
here's
Mission Space.
here's the problem, though.
Vomit.
Disney IP, there isn't really a very, very strong IP anymore. If you think about it,
No.
10, 20 years ago, all the IPs are strong. I mean, you name it, everybody knows that around the world, right? But now you're kind of like Encanto. You go to other parts of the
Well,
world,
it's-
like in who?
Right.
I still
You
think they're always behind and stuff.
Yeah.
So instead of being ahead of ahead of things like
Like they
especially
used to be.
merchandise,
Yeah.
it's like they're always so behind. Like Avengers Campus, right? So
Mhm.
Avengers movie, the whole thing already finished. The whole trilogy and everything already finished. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's build an Avengers
Yeah,
Campus.
yeah. I
It's
agree.
like, how come you didn't do that during the first movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
say that, but then we
It's
complain. You're
interesting.
like, oh, they did something too early because the movie hasn't been like.
Well, they
Like
did that
Wish.
too, right? With
With Wish.
Legend of the Lion King. It
Yeah,
opened
Steve said
before
this
the
about
movie did.
Wish.
Yeah.
Steve said this about Wish. Like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
movie Wish.
I remember you
Yeah.
said
What?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a couple of months before the Wish
Yeah.
came out, and they had Asher in the park. I'm like, who the heck is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they should do it at the same time, or just a little bit afterwards, so that way
Yeah.
people
But
have
not
watched
years
the
after.
movie. Yeah, but not exactly, not years after. Like,
But
okay,
then there's
Yeah,
also
but
There's also movies that have flopped so bad, like
John Carter.
Atlantis.
John Carter. I mean, Atlantis is another one.
John Carter's my favorite movie, man.
Oh, I know. I love
World,
that movie.
Strange
Great,
World was
but-
another one when that came out during the pandemic. Elio, the new Pixar movie, that's absolutely tanked because they don't do enough like merchandise of it. They're not like publicizing it enough.
Well, it's
like
I think it's a character development. You know,
yeah.
if you think about it, the characters. All the new movies. If I name some characters, you won't know what they're about.
I think you're right.
If you look at
Fun
the
has arrived.
old school movies, you know everything behind it. You know.
Yeah.
So really, the question now is, if they want to do something, could they actually utilize an IP, the strength of the IP, to bring people in? Right. You really have to think about the strength of it.
Okay, so
don't know that IP. No
okay,
strength.
right now, right in October, Tron is coming, or November.
Aries.
What? Right, Aries.
Yeah.
We already know what Tron is like.
Yeah.
Where's the merch?
Yeah, there hasn't been anything out yet.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing will come out until like a year afterward. They'll have maybe a T-shirt.
I think
$40 T-shirt.
Disney keeps trying to Disney. You just want to look at them and go, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like the formula for Disney animation and Disney type of movies, and they started changing and almost trying to. I don't know if it was modernizing things, but people went to Disney for a specific type of animation. It's even if you want to say, the 3D animation, people like that when Frozen came out, whatever. Okay, but you see, people are kind of craving back to a classic, but even just the classic storytelling. Somewhere along the line, Disney's lost a little of their storytelling, and I don't mean just in the movies. It's because if the movies were telling the story well, I think what you were just saying, people would be like, I know every character, I know that, and they'd be racing to the theaters to see these things. But also in the rides, and that was my big issue with Tiana, they changed that ride, which no one asked them to. You'll never convince me that was actually the public saying that. That was Disney telling you the public was saying that. No way, I don't buy it. But that ride tells no story. Like when you get on it, it's not telling Princess and the Frog, it's telling Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And someone had to tell me after the fact what the story was. I said, didn't get it. Did not get that story.
Yeah, that they're randomly looking for musicians. Like it makes no sense.
I don't get it.
They're not following, like Robert said,
I
they're
think
not following that model.
Disneyland Tokyo refused to change it over, if I remember that.
Yeah, they're like, most popular rides. We're not changing that.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're just like
the biggest moneymaker.
Can't do nothing about it because apparently that movie,
the 0.1%,
right, has nothing to do with is racist, even though it's not.
It's not, and what's crazy about that is, and I said this on our show, is that if you say that Splash Mountain is a racist ride, even though Uncle Remus is nowhere in it, that character, there's nothing in that ride that addresses that. They go, no, we still got to take it out because of the movie. Okay, well, why was there no outcry when you built it? But okay. Yeah. But you take Tiana and you don't put in Dr. Facilier.
Yeah, exactly.
You say, people won't like the voodoo, but then it's okay. You just left that character out of that ride and ignored it. So it's super hypocritical on the exact same ride.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why it's Timu Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
And that's why I could still say the word Splash Mountain.
Yeah. It's a lot of
the
filler.
Timu version of it.
Yeah,
that one scene where you're supposed to be small, I guess. I don't know. You're supposed to be a lightning bug or a frog.
The whole conversion. Yeah, it's crazy.
Flowers, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but this is lame because Splash Mountain was 1,000 times better than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Storytelling. It was
Well,
storytelling.
if you look at Tiana's as well, if you go through the ride, there are a lot of dark spots. There's nothing.
Compared to Disneyland's. Disneyland's is a lot. I think
it's more compact because it's smaller. Yeah,
I think it's smaller, and the scenes there's less gap between the scenes.
Less gap between the scenes. Yeah.
When you come here, you'll see this is really a Timu version, man.
Yes, it is.
Because you do get in certain parts, and it's like again, the Frozen Ever After complex. I feel like there's one spot. There's like some bottle. I don't know if it was supposed to be like the drink me bottle that they have in Alice in Wonderland or something, but it's like a bottle and it's just there. And I said, I don't know what's happening. Did I drink that and get small? I don't know. Someone explain the story to me. I'm lost. When's the drop? I'm over this.
Well, and then this is supposed to take place like 10 years after the movie, right? And then they were going to do a whole show on.
Meant to do a whole show which got cancelled. Yeah.
So what is this about?
Beginning of this year. Yeah. Which
I need a pre-show that explains the whole concept.
That's what I mean. The show itself would have tied into the movie. Like the movie was not the movie, the ride. The show was meant to tie into the ride. Because the show was meant to be after the events of the film, and then the ride was meant to be after the events of the series. But obviously the series got cancelled because there wasn't enough interest in it. I'm like, well, where are you getting that from? Because loads of people wanted that. Loads of people were excited for that. Like,
if they would have stuck to the movie script of it, I think.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
There were so many perfect moments in that movie that would have translated well into this ride.
I think the perfect scene would have been the bit where they're in the graveyard where they're fighting Dr. Facilier. And the drop would have been,
are you ready?
Getting out of it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, are you ready?
Dr. Facilier, absolutely.
100%. And they should have ended with at least a little beignet stand. Like that would have been so perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
Tiana's restaurant not being anywhere. Like these are the misses, I feel like personally for Disney. Maybe they think it's too obvious.
And the beignet stand is nowhere near Tiana's in Magic Kingdom. It's in Adventureland.
Did you see that the merchandise store for Tiana's, when they first opened up, it was a order of the largest shed that
oh no, another shed.
You mean before?
It was like $50,000 shed. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
They're talking about cheaping out, man. You know.
Sounds about right. That's what
Ratatouille,
Disney do nowadays.
we talked about. There should be a giant gift shop for Ratatouille that is all home goods themed. Do the Anton Ego wine and have it all. They would sell a fortune.
I was going to ask you guys that. Being in Magic Kingdom or Epcot, I meant, what is the merchandise for Ratatouille? What do they have?
There's a cart right there that has like some shirts and maybe like a little necklace of cheese or something. That's very minimal. But then you go around the corner in France and there's a couple things in this other store like far away from it.
You better hope it stays a cart and doesn't turn into the stupid shed that we got for Haunted Mansion.
Oh yeah.
Well, the ride exits out. The attraction exits out into the cafe there, the quick service cafe there, and they have like a whole bunch of French merchandise, like with jams and wine and this and that and the other daggum thing. And they got Ratatouille stuff.
They got berets.
They got the plushies.
Raised
that's
berets.
Raised. That's Raised, and that's over Magic Kingdom. You'll be all right.
I was going to say about Tiana's.
Did they have like mine puppets and stuff?
Yes.
I was going to say, but Tiana's, we have Raised Berets, which is not even part of the ride because it takes place after it. Why do we even have a shop with it?
And Ray doesn't wear a beret, and he's dead.
Yeah, I know. That makes no sense.
He's dead. The Haunted Mansion is full of dead people. They still get it.
Ray should be over at Haunted Mansion.
Add him to the cemetery.
He's right next to it.
Cemetery. Next to Mr. Toad.
Yeah.
Poor
to make you the friendly shoulder buddies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shoulder buddies. Yeah.
Shoulder
I have my
Ray.
Well, I've seen actually real people or real rats on people's shoulders as a shoulder buddy.
Well, that's in California, dude. I've seen that.
It's in Venice Beach.
Yeah, Venice Beach, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. You know what? You're right. They're missing something, and what they're missing is what Universal's putting into their new parks. Every new ride they put into the parks, it dumps into a merchandise store.
Yeah, Disney used to have to do that.
Yeah,
it used to be, right?
It was a smart concept. You get off Winnie the Pooh, you're dumped in Winnie the Pooh gift shop, and you're in the mindset, and you get everything. You know.
And they're complaining that they're not making enough money from people, it's because you're not designing it right. You know.
Well, also their products suck. I mean,
Yeah,
there's the same stuff everywhere. Like, how many different
Yeah.
models of T-shirts can you have?
Yeah.
You're not making the right vehicle diecast toys that
I want the
kids want,
diecast ride vehicle.
big kids want.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
know.
just
Well, remember,
the same
every
stuff
store
everywhere.
used to be unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would go into every shop at Disney because every store had different stuff. Now
Yeah.
all of the shops are identical. After I go into basically the Emporium, it's like, well, I've seen it all now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't need to
exactly.
go anywhere else.
And even internationally, right? Like between the two Disney parks, even like half the stuff it seems like in the international parks, it's just like they're all Disney parks products.
Yeah.
They're the same ever. It's like, well, what's the point? I would have
Talk
bought
about this often,
5 times
right?
as many things.
We used to have things like this, and that
Yeah.
was before they even released
Wow.
Star Wars.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and now
Now
you
they
don't
own
get.
Star Wars,
cool.
they don't make these stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I struggle with Epcot in general these days because it's not sure what it wants to do in World Showcase. Originally, World Showcase was all about authentic, or Disney's version of the authentic culture of each country, and that was it. And it wasn't IPs. And the only IP you were really familiar with besides the obvious Disney was Figment, which was created for Epcot specifically. But then you get into, I really feel like it was Frozen started pushing the IP around World Showcase, and okay, you can make a case for it, but what I don't like is exactly what we're just talking about. Okay, so you're going to bring an IP into France, but I feel like you're trying to keep the merch in that area more just French inspired. It's like, okay, but you brought this big ride. Why can't I get more stuff with this character on it?
Yeah.
You created this little area. I want more of this character. This would be an easy sell for a park that does a food and wine festival and promotes the idea of cooking and eating and things like that. A home themed store. My kitchen is themed Ratatouille. So really this is a plea for me selfishly that I need a store that is more stuff for my kitchen, guys, because I will buy it all. And
can you
You are
get
going to
their-
love coming to Paris then, because there is so much Reme stuff.
Well, you know what's
Oh,
funny
there
is
is.
we have the home store in downtown
Disney.
and
Yeah.
it's just all like Mickey stuff.
yeah, there's a
yeah.
Disney
Like, how
home
many-
via and Disney store.
You can have so many different characters, but
Right. But like
So,
it just seems
again-
like Remy, that's an obvious, or we say over and over
Yeah.
again, the Anton Ego wine. Make the label of Anton Ego's wine. It would be so smart. I just feel like these are easy sell items.
Yeah,
I get it.
just-
Somebody's gonna wear that plastic cheese necklace, and somebody was like, you know what they want? This necklace that looks like they're lowering little cheeses. Or okay, sure, someone does, I guess. But
the
then these
Packers have
other
that
things,
stupid cheese hat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
like
go to
Nobody will buy it.
Costco, get all the cheap wine over there, and then put Remy's label on, or what's his name?
Forget about Costco. Costco is too high level. Go to Trader Joe's, man. It's
Oh yeah, yeah.
$30
$2.
yeah.
Go to Sam's, you'll be all right.
Yeah. So I feel like they're a little confused on what they want to be in World Showcase now. And Future World, which it's not anymore, devastates me because that was so well themed back in the day and had such a really clear idea. And now it's very sticker book to me that it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to stick this here and stick this here and stick this.
Well-
And it's like,
Or Tomorrowland.
I don't get it. Yeah.
I think we have a CEO who doesn't know, excuse the language, who don't know shit. And, you know,
Exactly, Sonny says
you
worse
just
than that.
think that I'll do whatever the hell I want. Here's a problem. If you really want a future world,
to be honest,
I
think
would
it's
hook up
everyone
with
else on the
Elon
board.
Musk.
Mhm.
His robots will be walking around doing all different kinds of stuff. That is the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the board. I think the board has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. This is why I said two people need to be in charge of the
Yep,
company.
exactly.
They all
Yeah,
need to
it's
be
up
One
to
for
funded.
financial, one for creative. It
Yeah.
worked for
Yeah.
Walton Roy. It
The problem
worked
is they
for
listen to
Eisner
the
and
board because
Wells.
The board wants the money, but the board is so stupid they don't realize that the parks are what makes the money,
Exactly.
not your stupid movies that don't even
Bring
make
in people.
Oh, they
Yeah.
know.
And it's
just
not
they-
about
they-
gouging them
they-
today. It's about keeping the money, right? Keeping the stream moving.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is so short-term gains that
Yeah.
they're,
Oh yeah,
they're
yeah.
rotting away their base.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think what we just mentioned a little while ago too is the key to it is that Disney is thinking make more money by charge more money. But if what you're charging for is not getting the repeat interest and you're not
Yes.
wowing people the way you used to, which rides wow people? There's been a few in the past, but there's been a lot more recently that it felt like Disney promised something big, drew back, and stopped at that's pretty good. And my big one I'm on a tirade about right now is that Starlight Parade, the nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, because that is so short. It is 10 floats, whereas Main Street Electrical Parade was 20 some floats. And if you count like just the Alice in Wonderland section in Main Street Electrical Parade was the size of Starlight.
And they also had the little thing to spin, if you remember.
Yes, there was action. Everything was also low to the ground. And somebody said recently to me that kids who are trying to watch Starlight, they're all looking up at these, characters up there, and the streetmosphere is garbage.
That would be me.
Yeah.
It's little people with their frozen fractal Sims things on their heads walking by. Like it gives Homecoming Parade to me. And everyone's like, you haven't even seen it in person. I said, and that is true, but I watched it on TV, and it doesn't make me want. If I waited 3 hours for that parade, I'd be so upset. I don't know if Rob's still in the chat, but I watched his live of it, him and his wife, the one night, and it started late. The 11 o'clock one started late. And I looked at the clock and I said, do you know the amount of time it started late is longer than the parade? Like by the time the parade started finished, I said, you waited longer past the start time than the actual parade.
Wow.
And I think they thought people are so excited, a nighttime parade. And people were, but this is going to be like Enchantment. They're going to think they like it initially, and then all of a sudden start going, we can skip it. We can skip it. And it's going to have a 2-year max before Disney needs to bring something else back in, because it's not it. Main Street, why do we ever have to lose it? Especially when you guys got that anniversary version in Disneyland, and they did the "It's a Small World" float instead of the flag float.
Yep.
That was awesome. It was an event. Why is Disney not doing that anymore? And I know the obvious answer is money and staffing, but it's disappointing because, like, the people are there. They're ready to see it. They're ready to be wowed. They don't even need it to be technologically impressive. I don't care. Strap some Christmas lights. I want an event. I want it to be long and exciting and magical. And Starlight is not it. It's not it.
I was there
they complain about.
I can tell you, it was kind of like a whole hum for me compared to Disneyland. You know, your parade of night.
Paint the Night. That's so good.
Night was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what they just need to do is say, look, we're just gonna suck it up and bring that version to Magic Kingdom. Let it play both sides.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna still make money, you know.
Oh yeah.
When can we do this again?
Tina made that great point. Okay, I'm gonna ask everybody a question here. Recently, and I always ask the crazy questions, right?
You do.
How many attractions that they made, the new ones, wowed you? Name them. Recent ones. I'm not talking about the old ones, right?
Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance.
Not
Tron.
Smuggler's Run is
Smuggler's Run is just
cool,
a
but it's more like a one and done thing. While Rise is,
I'm talking about wow. I mean, like,
I would say,
wow.
for me, probably Flight of Passage. I was very wowed by that. Rise of the Resistance as a whole. And I'm not going to say I was wowed by Guardians. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to say wowed. I just thought it was a well done ride. But I would say Rise and maybe even I give a little credit to
Mickey.
Mickey and Minnie.
No.
Really?
Guys, that's a hot take too. That ride's fine, but it doesn't belong in Hollywood Studios because Mickey's first ride should have been in Magic Kingdom. And the people who took the great movie ride away from me deserve to ride Mission Space for the rest of their life.
Agree.
I love that ride.
I'm not here for it. But I would say those are the two that pop to my mind as far as wow. Yeah. But other ones I can say were well done. I like Ratatouille. They'd already had success with it in Paris. And I really like Guardians. But those are the only two wow.
Okay. So anybody else have any other rides to add?
No, but I would have liked Smuggler's Run a lot better had they had the original multiple storylines.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about had they, like current days, right?
No.
I've written all those other things, so I only have Rise to go on.
Yeah.
Okay. Rise. Okay.
I'll say it. I mean, Tron.
Minnie and Mickey's are wow for me.
Really?
It was good. I don't know what blew me away.
All right.
I like the little bench that you sit on. It's like 5.
Oh, you love that bench.
Yeah.
When you little tiny bench.
No, it's a cute ride. It's a cute ride. I think what the big miss with that ride is, well, other than the millions I mentioned, but I feel like that ride is the perfect ride for Walt Disney World to do a holiday overlay. because holiday overlay there, it's projections. You don't just set it up and then have, even if it's just one room, because you don't want to ruin it for the people that have never experienced it. One room, instead of you're falling down a waterfall, maybe you're going and sliding down snow and it's Christmas trees and stuff, like some little Christmas surprise at the holidays. I think would be
so cool. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But
So, Lewis, what were you saying? Yours is Tron?
Tron.
Yeah.
Tron's perfect. Like, I know everybody talks about it's short, but it's still Shazzer and I mean, the immersive experience, you feel like you're in the film.
Yeah, you do.
Albeit
to see the film.
Albeit maybe 90 seconds, but
you're going to love it, Jason. You really are going to absolutely love it.
So what about you, Zach?
See the film.
What is your list?
What's what?
What's on your list of like some?
My list. Flight of Passage was one for me in Animal Kingdom. That was incredible. And I agree with Leo. Radiator Springs Racers was
a great one.
I love Test Track. Test Track's one of my favorite rides at Epcot. It's probably one that I usually rope drop Test Track because I love Test Track.
I will say, Radiator.
You ride the
doesn't drive.
Like new version.
I've not rode. No, I only rode version 1. I didn't get to ride version 2.
Version 1 was fantastic.
Yeah, version 1 was amazing.
Yeah, version 2 is not good.
Version 2 I didn't ride because it was closed, and they've only just reopened version 3. So the next time I get to go, I'm going to ride it for sure, multiple times. But I love Test Track. But this Radiator Springs was so much better. It was when
I first rode Radiator,
the animatronics in that is incredible.
Yeah.
It's like they've taken them out of the movie.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like they've taken the animatronics out of the movie. It's so cool.
I have one to add to the list actually, which is Kilimanjaro Safari, because riding that and knowing you're in Florida, but you don't think you're in Florida. Taking that
that's
ride.
not recent though. Remember,
I don't know what recent means. Like to me, I graduated high school 5 years ago. That's not true.
Let's just say last 5 years. Last 5 years.
Oh, okay. Retract. Okay.
And
Flight of Passage in the last 5 years?
No, none.
Yeah, so nothing. Okay.
Has Rise been 5 years?
So what about you, Shaz?
Yeah,
You've
Rise
been kind of quiet. So what's your list?
2019, isn't it?
Quiet.
Rise.
So what's your list, Shaz?
It's the same.
Remember, last 5 years or so.
It's Rise, Flight of Passage. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. It's my favorite roller coaster. I know I don't do coasters. But I love Guardians. Is one of my favorite movies. So.
Oh yeah.
If you listen to what you said, right? Disney has not really truly wowed people.
No.
Right there.
Even the after hours event.
Everyone.
I take that back. I would take that back. They have wowed us in the reverse way. Like, wow, you didn't do that?
Oh, wow.
That's what I joke about. Everyone's like, what is Disney's answer to Epic Universe? I said, well, the first announcement I remember was no unlimited refills on sodas at Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. Epic. Disney's like, we got something for you. No more unlimited sodas.
Yeah, their thing was, we're not worried. So we're going to take away all your perks, and you probably won't even get free parking anymore on your AP.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't say that, man.
Think about
don't not going to get any
like
discounts or any free parking, and it's going to cost like twice as much.
You have to buy the top tier.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
So Epic Universe is done so well. I've been there twice already on my own dime, right? I'm thinking about going to a third time.
Your own time. Is there somebody else's time?
It's on my own. It's on my own time.
He works at a bank.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's always in meetings. He doesn't have his pre-owned time.
Well, I am currently. Well, I am currently seeing someone. Right.
Who is this? Who is this?
Before that, I was single, lived alone. I don't have much expenses, so put it in the parks, right?
You can do that.
But you think about what Magic Kingdom used to be my number one park, my go-to park.
Yep.
If Epic becomes AP, I'm always going to be there. I'm not. There's a point where I'm thinking, why would I spend $1,600 on an AP on Disney when I don't really go there anymore? When the things in Universal speaks more to me than Disney.
Well, the funny thing is
That's because you haven't been to
want to sell you an
Disneyland.
AP.
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
What'd you say?
They don't even want to sell it to you anymore. Like ours is like totally
Yeah,
limited.
they don't want you to have an AP. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's the
But
same
isn't
with bags.
California mostly APs anyway going?
Yeah, but they limit it now.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Like
And
mine expires next month, and I'll be lucky if I have money in time to buy it before the 30-day, expires. The renewal time that that
and
they
the
give
crazy thing was when we were there, our friend Alex, so he wanted to come, and Chris LMG Vids was going to get him his ticket. So he goes on and wants to get him the ticket for the day that we were there, and it was sold out. So if you can imagine someone traveling from somewhere and wanting to go into the park, they go to the ticket office or ticket booth and they want, I want to visit today, but you can't because we're sold out. How is that?
That's
right.
That's that famous thing that everybody was pissed off. Like there's that family that came to from Denver.
Yeah,
they got turned away, and I think that was back when Josh Tomorrow was president of our park, and they were like talking about this. Like it went around, and like Iger was all upset about how, same thing.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
But if your park is overbooked, or it's at capacity, I mean, I understand.
It's funny. We've been to Disneyland. I don't know how many hundreds of times.
Yeah, and
it's never
the number of times it's been at capacity.
Never been at capacity that
they say it was at capacity and closed it.
Yeah,
it wasn't even that busy that Thursday that we were there, was it?
No.
Nope. It was busy. The only day it was busy was when I was there was the Monday, but I mean
Mondays are always busy.
I mean those crowds compared to Disney World was nothing. Like it was, because obviously it's so much smaller, but
yeah.
But it felt busy because it's not as much room. Like that's what the thing was.
It is crazy when you think about those AP prices, because I remember, I'm trying to think if it was like SeaWorld. Now, obviously, people aren't going to SeaWorld a ton of times a year, especially now. But it was like, here's your price. For $50 more, you can have an annual pass. It was like, what? That's it?
Yeah.
Like, even with Universal, it was like the difference in price. And I get that Disney's thinking, well, this is our day-to-day. And then people would just buy how's that ever a problem? If someone's buying an annual pass, because they don't want the locals to do it, because then it feels like they're giving away that admission, or they're not going to buy the snacks, or it just feels crazy the way they've priced it, though. So much so that some people are looking at alternative vacations. My sister Danny has been at an annual pass forever, and they did not renew. They said,
wow,
for a family of 4 to renew their annual pass to Disney World, it's already costing all the money to get down there. Plus, you got to have your stay, plus all your food. It's a huge expense. And they said for at least a year, we could spend that money somewhere else and get so much for it. So that's
bye, Catherine.
I
forgot to say goodbye to you.
I was gonna sign her off, but all right, she left.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate that these kids nowadays, like my son's 8 years old, that some of these kids who maybe would have been able to experience Disney as part of their childhood and families, that families are just choosing to spend their money elsewhere because it's just not feeling like a good investment. We always knew Disney was pricier. Like I tell people with the Disney cruise, it is going to be a way more expensive cruise than any of the other ones, but there are facets of it to me that make it worth it. The magic of the Disney cruise,
of course,
all that. But Disney World, some people, especially now, Kenny was saying about Epic, some people are like, maybe it's not. And that's sad. That's sad. I don't want my son to grow up with a different Disney than I did and, get price gouged out of it. That sucks. Just make the money, sure, but also put the money back in, because if you're raising my prices, but you're cutting back on what you're giving us, like that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't make
sense. So last year, on my Universal HD, I had a 3 park pass on a Black Monday deal, $600 annual pass.
Wow.
And then you go to Disney, you get the, maybe I have the second tier or whatever, sorcerer. $1,300, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm DVC, so I can get the sorcerer pass too. Mm-hmm. And I can't imagine if I had to pay for the Incredipass pass. Like that's outrageous. Like it's outrageous pricing.
The Knott's season pass, which gets you into any of the Cedar parks, like
Cedar
around
Fair.
everywhere. It's like $200.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that's Cedar Point in Sandusky, which is one of the best in the Midwest.
And also, you save that money on the pass. You will spend more money when you're in somewhere. Like if I knew
course,
that a
yeah.
Disney pass was cheaper, I would be buying more merch and eating at more sit-down restaurants, perhaps.
Mhm.
And they do have a unlimited drink cup that you can buy.
Yeah.
I like
At
that.
Cedar
Well,
Point,
it was a
yes.
water bottle. So I mean,
Or Cedar
Jack
Fair.
and I
right.
both got it when we were there. Like,
Yeah.
You
Oh,
did.
that's right.
got it
That's
like
that
3
the
times.
thing you guys were carrying around, right? That big
Yeah.
old.
And
Mine was
Six-
shocking.
And you know what? Mine
Six
didn't even
Flags-
say on it. They weren't even branded.
Six Flags and Legoland both have the unlimited fill cup for the season, and it's like I think all of like $10, and it's unlimited refill soft drinks all over the
This
park.
wasn't even for the season. This was like per. I don't know if you could bring it back in. Maybe you could.
I think
It's
you
weird.
can.
It's
Well,
weird.
again,
it
Six Flags and
wasn't
Legoland
branded.
one are.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like a random thing, but it was still worth the price to get a
Oh, yeah, sure.
refill.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Like every 15 minutes, you can get a refill.
Yeah.
You drink that thing all the way that fast? 15 minutes?
No, I'm just saying you could.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you'd be going to the
Oh, yes.
bathroom. a lot.
Oh yeah, Legoland in July. Yeah, you'll be doing that fast. No problem.
Yeah. I don't know. The Legoland in Carlsbad, you don't have to do that.
No, it's Carlsbad, so right on the coast. You'll be
Yeah.
all right.
But I think
Yeah.
overall, though, if you think about what we just said, I don't think there was. Well, there's only maybe the most recent ones that I would think that kind of wowed me is literally the Rise of Resistance.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think with Lou, I agree with him. I actually like Tron, although it's too short.
Mhm.
But it is so well done, like all together. I think.
From the top, guys. From the top.
Yeah, we'll start all over.
You know what? Sure.
You
Probably still
Play
go
the
for it.
intro, Jay.
But Kenny, what year did Rise open? I feel like wasn't
But
that?
it's not
came-
very.
2019
It had
was
to be
it?
18 or 19.
2020.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's
okay,
over
so
5
it's
years.
not-
Right before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it opened in 2019. Galaxy's Edge opened in 2019.
No,
then-
Galaxy's Edge opened earlier. Galaxy's Edge
It was
opened
like
Well,
18,
15.
well, over at
17
Walt
or
Disney
18,
World.
and then Rise opened like a year after.
In Walt Disney World.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And-
Rise opened the same time in Disney World. It was in Disneyland. It opened.
In
Oh.
20,
Oh,
it
was
opened
it?
2019 in Disneyland.
Right. Okay.
Rise
Because-
is a very, very well done
It-
ride. It's unique. It feels like you're in it. It's exciting.
Totally
And
immersive.
Sure.
The
2020.
surprises, like my mother has always said,
Rise opened
Soarin' is her
2020.
favorite ride.
In
Soarin' is
Disneyland.
Sean's favorite
Yeah.
ride.
2020.
That's
Yeah.
what I said.
She rode Rise for the first time finally this last time we were there, and she
Oh,
was.
wow.
And she's not even a Star Wars fan. She rode it, and she's like, "That's my favorite ride now." So my mom
Oh,
changed
wow.
it from her
Wow.
lifelong favorite
Good on
ride
Mom.
Soarin' to Rise of the Resistance. She was so excited, and again, the little surprises that happened, she was like, "Ah!" Like it was so fun to watch her on it, and it's a great ride because my mom is like
Yeah.
mildly disabled. Like she in Disney, a lot of times she gets a wheelchair just because she can't keep up with like all the walking. She's had like brain surgery a couple years ago,
Ooh.
and so she is very selective about what rides she feels comfortable getting on.
Yeah, of course.
And
yeah.
that one was easy on. Also, I think what's great about those trackless rides as opposed to like Omni movers is that when you go to get off, like my mom, even though they do the slow down on a doom buggy, she gets anxious of trying to get
Yeah,
out.
trying
of
Oh
the
yeah,
boat.
yeah, because
It's
it's a
such an
moving.
getting in
yeah.
and out of like a little boat ride.
Yes.
It's hard for her. So to be able to be on Rise and know that when that ride stops, you have that time to get out because they're not like, oop, it's just slowing it down for you, or that everybody's
yeah.
waiting on you. So that's a really nice aspect of it too.
Yeah.
It's just so well done. It's so
Yeah.
cool. I wish the fact that they can do that, why don't they do that more? Like, why
Yeah.
are not more of the rides on that scale?
$1 million
Again,
question.
Piston Peaks,
Yeah.
Tropical Americas. It's coming.
No.
What do we think?
This reminds me of that
Yes,
comment I
yes.
made on the other video where they were interviewing Bruce Vaughn.
Oh
And,
yeah.
he made a comment saying that Imagineering has enough money for rides. And I made a comment saying I don't think he's quite telling the whole truth. And someone commented, "Oh, you think he's lying?" And I'm like, no, but I think they're not getting money up front. What I think what he said was the attractions are not getting like defunded, but I don't think they're getting money up front.
They're not getting funded.
So the way he said it was kind of like
So you can build this big, huge attraction like this, but we're giving you money to do this attraction.
Yeah, but he was saying there's not being money taken away from things. I just don't think they're being budgeted correctly to do.
Bring back the ride sponsors. That was working well back in the day. You
Right.
know, it was like ride sponsors made a big difference.
Exactly.
Get that money, get that
I'm
name.
sure that Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, L3 Communications, all defense contractors would gladly fund big ticket, $billion+ attractions. 100% would be right.
Test Tracks had so many changeovers because it's got the sponsors. It's a perfect ride sponsor built in, so that's why they have now had their third. While Wonders of Life sits there dead, and other rides like Figment desperately needs a revamp, and nothing's happening. You know, because what does that even exist anymore?
Because I think if Disney wants to control their IP,
Right.
Yeah, they did learn their lesson from like General Electric and Horizons. They did learn their lesson, no doubt. And General Motors pretty much throws money at them, going, "Okay, you can do whatever you want." And even Compaq, when Compaq sponsored Mission Space, and I know we all love talking about it, they were definitely having restrictions on how far you could take the technology.
Hey, Robert,
and
good to see you.
Because of computing power and all this other stuff, and it was a really, really convoluted R&D for Mission Space. So again, you need to get like the big ticket sponsors that don't care, like just build the attraction. We'll slap our sign on it and call it a day. Like I said, Raytheon would be a great candidate, or Lockheed Martin, 100%. And I mean, and if you remember, defense contractors in Disney is nothing new. McDonnell Douglas sponsored Mission to Mars. Well, Flight to the Moon, Mission to Mars. General Dynamics sponsored the Astrojets at Disneyland back in '56. So it isn't like defense contractors in Disney, it's a foreign language. It doesn't. No, they have, and they do. Heck, I think United Technologies was the first sponsor for the Living Seas before it became Nemo and Friends. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because that seems like an obvious way to raise money. I mean, these big companies with these sponsorships. So instead of taking it out of our pocket, where it's like having an HOA that you have no say in. Yeah. Okay, it's like taxes. Here's all my money, but you don't give me what I actually want.
and that's the thing too, is that the board is going to get their Club 33 membership automatically. That's part of the rules, is that if you sponsor an attraction, your corporation, you get Club 33 sponsorship for your board. Okay.
I think
also you're probably going to get a deal on Golden Oak. You're probably going to get some kind of huge discount where it'd be half price for a residence of Golden Oak.
But I think
you
one of the
literally
coolest,
have like a golden parachute for your CEO.
I think one of the coolest sponsors that had the best logo that they put out for Disneyland was McDonnell Douglas with that.
Oh yeah,
over by Mission Space.
Right. I mean, Mission to Mars.
Mission to Mars. Yeah.
Yep. Language now over there in Galaxy Edge.
Yeah. I mean, if they can brand their stuff and sponsor everything.
Right. Well, Boeing, like if Boeing sponsored it.
Well, I don't know if you want Boeing sponsoring.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, not anymore.
I'm sure Elon Musk would have loved to sponsor like Tron. You know, he's all about that, right? But then you got this Bob idiot who's like, I don't like you, whatever, screw you. Like, okay. Seriously, these people on top should shut the hell up and say, what is best for my park goers? What's the best for my park? I'll put my ego away and I'll be friends with this person, bring him in.
Right.
And seriously, in my opinion,
we're saying like the board.
If I ever hit the lottery, I would actually go to D whatever 30, whatever the hell it is. And then when Bob says something, I will go up and say, "Can I say something? You need to shut the hell up, put your ego away, work on it."
Security.
I have no problem.
Is that Alpha Traveler one? Get him out of here.
Yeah.
First and last D23.
On the news. Arrested at D23. Alpha Traveler.
Florida man.
I do think what Kenny was saying.
There's your Florida man thing. Yeah.
If Elon Musk had been involved in like Future World, let's just hypothetically imagine that though, because we had talked about, because obviously the episode Josh and I were on before was Spaceship Earth. And we said about how outdated the future aspect of that, especially the end video, it's so outdated. And now it's like the technology doesn't even really work. You're like half a face, and everything.
Well, no face in my case.
Yes, exactly. And I do think it's understandable that when you try to make something about the future, eventually the future becomes the present and maybe even the past. You have to be willing to like evolve. But just to dream, because when Future World came out in the 80s, it was so exciting. It was that edutainment. It took every aspect and gave you some glimpse into like living with the land, which I love. That ride, like even the hydroponics and everything they were doing and showing you ways that they could do these sustainable things to, take good care of the earth and grow food, and the way we could take care of all that was so cool. It seemed so wow, this is amazing. You're growing plants with no soil and stuff. That still holds up for me, but now it's
Adventure to Inner Space in Disneyland with Monsanto. All the stuff that they were talking about at the end of the ride. It was so neat. All the things that they were doing.
Yeah, but Monsanto did tell you all their shit kills people.
Well, I meant back then.
Back in '67, the deadliest product they had was that Agent Orange. That's true.
Right.
But at the time, Monsanto was the leader in like Dacron technology. And they sold their patents to DuPont to replicate it because they needed the money, because they spent it all on Adventure Through Inner Space, by the way. But neither here nor there. The point is that like Monsanto like had something like 9,000 product lines in 1967, right?
Oh wow.
And primarily most of that was in the agricultural sector and in fabrics, textiles. And of course, we now know that Bayer, which now owns Monsanto, is now into pharmaceuticals and industrial pesticide. So herbicide.
The same Bayer, B-E-H-R?
B-A-Y-E-R.
I
learned my lesson. I learned my lesson from Jason the other day about this. So it's Brom, B-R-O-M-B-O-N-E-S. Got it. Thank you, Jason, for teaching me.
Did you catch the new one? The Pharaoh?
Oh, yes, I did. It's Pharaoh. That's how I pronounce it. That's right.
But like old rides, when we just talked about Spaceship Earth, what was smart about the Spaceship Earth design was only the end really needed to be updated. So you could shut that down and not have to redo the whole ride, because the beginning was storytelling of the history of communication. So you didn't need to change that if you were going to update the ride. Same with World of Motion back in the day. World of Motion, I'm sorry, because I know you love the replacement of Test Track, but World of Motion was another great one that stayed like it's telling a story. It's telling history. You'd only need to update something near the end about what's the future of transportation. So that was a smart design to be able to keep up with it. And it's just, again, I feel like that breaks my heart almost as much as the destruction of MGM Studios is the destruction of Future World, because now you walk in and it's so disjointed. Now they have these neighborhoods that make zero sense. The names of them don't even make sense. And Moana, as much as some people love that attraction, I will die on the hill. It does not belong over there. Just because you called that neighborhood World Nature or whatever, and it's like, oh, the seas and the land, and I don't think that belongs there. I think that belongs in Adventureland or Animal Kingdom. It's a fine, okay, attraction, pretty, again, better at night, but I don't think it goes there. And I'm, again, still very tied to the old Future World concept, and I've just got to get over that because it's not that anymore. But I don't get what it is. Like World Showcase, at least is still World Showcase. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, it's like putting you guys' Cars Land in Frontierland. That doesn't make no sense.
I have a theory behind that, and I think they're going to one day, 20 years from now, Animal Kingdom will not exist.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's my thought.
What's it going to be called? Kingdom.
We're only going to have 3 parks.
No. Well, that's going in the wrong direction, but not surprising if it did.
I don't think Pandora's going to go anywhere, but
no, I could see the animals going away.
Tropical Americas?
I don't get that
Indiana
either.
Jones? Help me out, Kenny.
I don't get most of the changes that they're making. What's crazy about Animal Kingdom, because I do love that park, is I think that the choices they're making are missing bigger ones they should be making. Like everyone says, yes, there's the Lion King show there, which is great, but Lion King could have had a bigger presence at Animal Kingdom. Zootopia going in the Tree of Life is great, but I would have rather seen a Zootopia in Animal Kingdom because that fits for a whole idea of a land, and that would be very kid friendly because you're taking out Dino Land, and I wonder what is going to be super kid friendly in Animal Kingdom because
Tropical Americas.
Is it?
That's what's going
in
to be
there?
kid
It's
friendly.
like it just doesn't feel like my brother. Our recent episode was like rating Disney future projects, and I struggled to give anything a 5 on a scale of 1 to 5 because my trepidation was, I just don't know if they're going to deliver for me. And that breaks my heart because I used to get so hyped about things. And then it was like, okay, somebody just dropped something in my house. But
you hearing this, Steve? She never gives 5s, just like you.
I just feel like I'd say 4. The best we're going to get is 4.75 because I said, I just don't know if it's going to live up to what I'm hoping it will because how many times they've promised and then pulled back. Promised and pull back, and it's like good enough. I don't want good enough. You just said you want to be wowed. You want to be like, yes, this is what we were waiting for. This is what we're paying all this extra money for.
I look forward to when one day you go to Epic Universe.
I'm going in January. It's not till January.
And I can tell you, you're gonna come back, and you're gonna be like, holy, and you're gonna give a whole bunch of them 5s.
But I will tell you one thing about Epic and Universal as a whole. A lot of Universal rides have contraindications. And I've had like 2 neck surgeries. So I a lot of times will look at rides and there's rides that they'll say, if you have neck problems, if you have back problems. Sometimes I disregard that. But it is an issue that so many of their rides are contraindication rides. So if I'm there with my mom who's got issues and I'm there with my issues, that's the only struggle is can I ride all the rides? I bet they're amazing. I've watched the POVs, but can I actually ride them with my limitations? And that's, I get it. You
Never
don't
go
need
on
to keep me in mind for every ride by any means, but that's a struggle.
I'm going on the Matterhorn.
The Matterhorn wasn't that bad. I got more flopped around on Alice in
You're
Wonderland.
30 years old. Stop. You're 30 years old.
No, he's like 12. He shouldn't be.
Stop.
I am 31.
I love you, man.
In 4 days. Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
This is where it starts, Zach, just so you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll
I wish.
If you say something about being old, I'm going to drive to your house. I'm going to punch you in the face.
And then drive home again.
And then drive home again. Yeah.
I wish Disney would just take whatever rides they're working on and eliminate 2 of them and put all the money into one and just focus on that.
Yeah, because saying that, like over in California, so in DCA, California Adventure, they're doing the expansion of Marvel Avengers Campus, right?
Right.
So they're focusing on that. What are they doing at Disneyland? They didn't do anything. They just opened Walt's thing.
Just open Walt's show,
the show from Walt.
Yeah,
but they're not doing anything else there.
No,
except for they are doing the Eastern Gateway stuff, supposedly.
But that's
right for Avatar, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's not just Avatar. That's
Coco and
that's
a park. Yeah,
all that.
The whole thing.
Again, that's the promenade. That's for both parks.
Right.
Still nothing for Disneyland.
Right.
Except for whatever Herbie and the BB droids and all that, which you can see for like a week and then they're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Like is the Fantastic Four stuff still there? It's probably not anymore.
It's still there for now.
Oh, it is.
For now,
it won't be there when we go.
No.
That's crap.
I didn't even get chance. I didn't even see the Fantastic Four when I was there.
No,
the 2 days I was there,
Herbie.
like just Herbie. So
Herbie's cool, but
Herbie's cool. But I wanted to see Fantastic Four.
no, like I said, like in a month, you won't ever see him again, and it's like
No,
a cool robot that they should probably go on tour to or bring it back once in a while.
Yeah.
They have a remote control.
That's the Fantastic
R2D2
2
that they never show either.
No.
Or the Terrific 2.
I think you guys are onto something. I think that Disney just
we're on something.
Doesn't want
on occasion.
doesn't really. They're always missing the mark somehow. Something's always missing, right? When they opened that space restaurant at Epcot, I went up there. I'm like, where are the robots at? Okay.
Yeah.
And so the next day, I went to somewhere around Disney Springs. There's a Asian hot pot restaurant. They have robots taking you to your seat and bringing you drinks and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, they have it there, but not in the park.
Robot here, not there.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a question to pose to you guys. Thinking at whether it's Disneyland or Disney World, whatever, or even Disneyland Paris, what do you think was the attraction that comes to your mind that the replacement attraction was better than the original attraction?
Better.
Like what they took out, they replaced with something you like way better.
I don't think there is anything.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But shouldn't that be an immediate answer? Shouldn't that be something like we'll think about it? We'll go, oh.
I'm
I
trying to think what they
for me,
took
my
out of
answer is going to be
Disneyland.
Guardians, because as much as when I was younger, Universe of Energy was a fun old school Disney attraction for me, I do think Guardians is a huge upgrade from Universe of Energy. So that's the answer.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm genuinely sorry to hear that.
I know.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it old school, but as
I
far
love
as the
Guardians for that.
experience, I do enjoy. I would have been fine if Guardians had never been built or been put somewhere else, but I'm saying I do just want to ride that more often than I did Universe of Energy. But I did have many, many years. I also, unfortunately, only liked the Ellen one for a couple years. That got old for me after a while. That I was like, okay, that was funny in the beginning, and now I'm kind of over it. And I almost wanted to go back to the original Universe of Energy and take her
That's
back
the one
out.
I want.
Right.
That's the one
but,
I want.
I mean, that's
Yes.
a cool experience. When you're there and you get on that ride the first time, you didn't know it was going to be like a moving ride. You thought, oh, I'm in a movie theater and we're going to get up and go do something else maybe, or this is it. And then those screens came and then your whole car moved. It was a very cool experience. In today's time, I don't know it would fly the same way. It is a little, dinosaur.
I'm still trying to think of something.
Two rides I can think of. And I'm probably going to get shit for this, but Inner Space was replaced by Star Tours.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And the other one was a
Pizza Planet? Mission to Mars?
From Tower of Terror.
Oh, right. Guardian.
I think that one's a lot better. because there's more
Mission Breakout.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Right.
those are the only two I can think of.
Yeah. So
Like
it
at
just,
Magic Kingdom, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
it
No.
just
Nothing.
it just goes to show
Oh,
that
I'm sorry,
these
Manny.
things they're replacing, we're not all going, oh my God, this is so much better. We're being left like mid or lower downgrades. Like I don't want a Disney downgrade. I don't want something that is not as enjoyable as the original. Maybe I could say that Buzz Lightyear, as much as I loved Dream Flight, If You Had Wings back in the day, and because they were
If You
nostalgic
Had
rides
Wings.
for me, Buzz Lightyear, I could see where that, was a fun attraction. And for me, when it came in, probably felt at the age I was, oh, this is a fun, new, interactive attraction. But I do still have a huge place in my heart for If You Had Wings. Like, I loved that. I love, obviously, Mission Space, taking away Horizons, not a fan. I'm not. I can't even do the test track over World of Motion for me.
Circle Vision 360.
And I would rather have Circle Vision.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Circle Vision back too.
Just think of the stuff they could do with updated.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
Oh, yeah.
Maelstrom instead of Frozen Ever After.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%.
For sure.
And then, like Leah was saying, he's worried about the new Coco boat ride. They're building over at DCA. How are they gonna? What is the story about? I mean, how are they gonna?
I mean, are they going to follow the movie?
That's what I was gonna.
Or
are they gonna do a Tiana thing where
is it
they
gonna be a
make up
Tiana
a story of nothing?
10 years later.
It's
Who knows?
supposed to be in the afterlife.
Miguel's 40. He's got kids.
Yeah.
Who are these children?
He owns the copyright to Ernesto de la Cruz's whole back catalog guy. Yeah, right.
Miguel is still stealing shit from the dead and going back to the other world.
Takes his kids with him every year. Yeah.
Open up a coffee shop.
Yeah, that's right.
Open up a coffee shop in the land of the dead.
Yeah.
We were talking about villains, with the new Villains Land coming, and I said about how somebody had posted on their little, the little bubble on Instagram that's kind of like your question you pose, and someone had said, who do you think is like, who's the biggest Disney villain or something. And I said, okay, if you're asking who my favorite Disney villain is, it's Yzma. I love Yzma. But the worst Disney villain to me is Frollo, because he went to throw a baby in the well in Hunchback, and I think that makes him evil.
Oh yeah,
and the response she came back was so funny, because she said, you know who I hate? Is that lady in Coco that smashed Miguel's guitar. I hate that. His grandmother, I hate her. I said, oh my God, you're right. Who smashes a child's dreams in front of him? She is the worst.
Oh, yeah. No.
So, who's everyone else's favorite villain?
Well, like
Facilier is my favorite.
I was gonna say, like you were saying earlier, if they would have stuck Dr. Facilier in Splash
absolutely.
Mountain, I mean,
Changed the whole game.
Timu Splash Mountain, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
For sure.
Owned in Splash Mountain.
One of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, it's such a good movie. It's so
Oh
underrated.
yeah, Emperor's New Groove. It is. It's so good.
It's so good.
Leo's saying what they will put into it, or even what type of animatronics will they use?
It'll be a combination of
a lot of.
I think it'll be a combination, like they have done with so many others of projects and stuff. I just hope they don't use those stupid projection mapping faces, because they're terrible.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Especially when they're broken.
And they're terrifying when they don't work.
Let up from the inside thing.
Yeah, they're kind of spooky.
Yeah.
It would be a dream to get the type of things they are doing in
Tokyo.
On any of our parks, any of that technology, any of the things that they're doing. Like if you've seen their Frozen ride on POVs for Tokyo, and when the Anna is frozen and then she like is unfrozen and melts, and it's the most amazing looking animatronic display.
The best Tiana when she's not working in the final scene.
Yeah, she's not. Her or the freaking gator weren't working when I was on Tiana.
The thing is, though, with the riot with Tokyo especially, there's no limitations money, because Disney don't own the park.
Yeah. So it's like, how much more does that technology cost? How do we get it? Like,
exactly. How do we
you
get
need to order it on Shein, because I ordered it and they come to be very affordably. So
don't get it on Temu.
The Beauty and the Beast ride is in Tokyo. Looks incredible.
It's
Tangled.
Is that the one where at the end where the Beast turns to the guy and
Adam.
Adam.
Crazy.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the guy.
It's all good.
And Adam's very forgettable. The Beast was way hotter. Hear me out.
Even
Belle gives him a look like,
what the hell did I sign up for?
Yeah, exactly.
I like all the hair.
Actually, turn your back, please. Thanks.
She ain't here for that.
The problem is all these rides that Disney's been put out, they're brand new. They should not be breaking down in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went on the replacement of Splash Mountain, the gator's mouth was kind of doing this. The bottom of the mouth was trying to move, but it's not moving. He's just doing this. I'm like, are you serious?
Yep.
All right. So compare to how many times Tiana's broke down to say like Pirates on Mansion the past years that it's been open.
Yep.
Zero times has those rides ever broken down. It's very, very rare that it does.
Yeah, but you have to consider too, though. So when you're riding, let's say Tiana's, right, and there'll be something broken on the ride. When you ride Pirates, it's really hard to see if any of those animatronics are broken or not moving, because there's so many of them. Yeah.
So many of them,
So you don't really, it's just because Tiana, all the characters are basically in front of you.
Yeah.
And there's so much, like you said, gap between each one. So
Also,
you notice it right away.
The idea that Haunted Mansion and Pirates were such good attractions, they got movies. Like it wasn't the other way around. Like a movie that made
became an IP.
They were so good. And Pirates, what an amazing franchise. You know what I mean? They really nailed it on that. But that's how good those rides are. That the storytelling was so good, you could make a whole movie out of it.
You know what they need to do?
A cartoon.
So in Galaxy's Edge, what they need to do, they need to make a Boba Fett ride. Then I'll be If they make a Boba Fett ride,
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
And Solo. Boba Fett.
All right, so if they put a hyper coaster as a Boba Fett ride, would you ride it, Steve?
No.
Probably.
You would?
Probably.
Because it's Boba,
once.
so you have to ride it, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Would
I mean,
you
I could
write it
see
at
that because-
DHS, Steve?
What a VHS? What?
Would you write it at DHS, Disney's Hollywood Studios?
I would have to
Would
go
you come
there
out to
first.
Florida? Would you
Yeah.
come out to Florida to do it?
He's
Yeah.
coming out
Praise
to Florida. Stop
Yeah.
hassling him.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
kind of
my-
like with Lewis. It's like I'll see it when I see it when he goes.
I just saw the question the other day, and I was just asking myself in my head, but I remembered it. They said there were 4 Disney attractions that have become movies, and so Pirates, Haunted Mansion, I forgot, Jungle Cruise,
Jungle Cruise, yeah.
Country Bears had a movie.
And Country
And
Bears had a
Mission to
movie.
Mars.
Yeah,
Mission
Not
to Mars
Autopia?
and the Country Bears.
Not Autopia. Tomorrowland had a movie.
yeah,
And
That was a
that's
really good
true.
movie.
But
It
so
was a great
again,
movie.
Jungle Cruise, another one, an
Yeah.
iconic attraction, and I liked that movie. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I
But,
thought the movie was pretty good. Yeah.
yeah, but so that's just saying something again about the storytelling. And that's why I think sometimes Disney, we were talking about this with the parades. The Main Street Electrical Parade is my favorite. The little
love that.
water pageant, that thing hasn't really changed.
Oh
since
my
it came out.
god, I love that water
It's
pageant.
so cute. Leave it
Yep.
be. It's fine. So why they keep needing to mess with the formula? Can you imagine if they were like,
Mm.
oh, and we're gonna take out Jungle Cruise and put something in because this is old. It doesn't matter. No one believe. Like I think as a kid, you
Yeah.
somehow believe those animals are real. I mean, when I was
Oh,
little,
yeah.
they seemed very realistic. But you're there for the humor. You're there for the fun. It's a cool experience. It's iconic. You don't need
Mhm.
to change certain things. So when Disney's trying to break their mold and be like, oh, we're gonna do. I'm personally getting very sick of projections. Projections are like the magnet, annual pass holder magnet of Disney now. It's just like, okay, it was good in the beginning.
Everybody
now
gets
I'm
one.
just getting freaking over it. Give me something new. Because the Cinderella Castle is the number one. No projection compares to the lights that were on Cinderella Castle for years. The dream lights they did at Christmas, the most
Yeah, they were
stunning
gone.
thing. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Build them in. Build them in the way they did on, Spaceship Earth. Those awesome lights, which I think are the best glow up.
Oh, yeah.
Ended. But find something because you can't compete with those lights and then go, oh, here's a projection for Christmas. That's not
No.
Right.
No.
that's not doing it for me. I like them during the
No.
fireworks shows. I think they're all really awesome during Happily Ever After, but that's not the same Christmas magic vibe. They've, I think, downgraded a lot of their Christmas decorations in general, and Epcot being the biggest one. They used to have these really awesome arches that went into World Showcase, if any of you remember. They were almost like a snowflake design, and there were several of them, and they went with the music. They would light up with the Christmas music. And
Right,
that
they
was
would pulse. Mhm.
Yes, it was such a cool holiday decoration. And now there's really nothing iconic that way at Christmas at Epcot. There's really like
No.
obviously they can do the ball and like light up Spaceship Earth in different Christmassy ways or what have you, but there's really nothing there that's iconic that way. And Cinderella
No.
Castle, it's like Main Street looks amazing at Christmas. I mean,
Yeah.
Always.
that's stunning, gorgeous. I love when they have
Always.
the snow, soapy
Bubbles.
snow coming down. I love that, but that's just another thing that I feel like
So-
they've taken out and not replaced with something better.
What do
No.
you think about Leo's comment here? How about that? Putting a roller coaster in Galaxy's Edge, or some kind of
Of course,
I
it's
think
about
we need to
pace.
get
It's
it right.
about speed.
light
Think
speed
about that.
Andor.
I feel like
There's talk of them doing a Mandalorian-based coaster.
Oh yeah, what?
Kind of similar to Guardians at Paris.
Well, that's at
because
Paris,
We
right?
don't have a Galaxy's Edge anymore because they putting
They
that
took it out.
shitty Lion King ride in instead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We will also have a Team
You're,
Moon Splash
you're gonna
Mountain
have another
with the
Team
Lion
Moon
King.
Splash Mountain
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
maybe
That's going to be open for
That's the only
half a
thing that
year.
they could do.
I'm
I mean,
not a huge Star Wars fan, so this may be a hot take, guys, of me saying this, but I think a cool attraction in Galaxy's Edge, and maybe it doesn't work with having Star Tours in the park and also Smuggler's Run, but kind of a la Flight of Passage, the little, what do you call those things? That
Speeder
they-
bikes.
Speeder bikes?
Yeah.
Jason's been talking about that for ages.
That would be
that
so cool.
system would fit that so perfectly.
Yeah. Like without even hearing you say it, like I agree 1,000%. I think that would be such a cool attraction because also for me, Smuggler's Run makes me a bit claustrophobic because it's not even just the ride. It's that little narrow hallway right before you get into it. It reminds me of like a tube slide. I'm like, oh my God, I feel trapped. But also, to be fair, I've only ridden that once, and my son was the pilot, and he was like 6 years old at the time.
And that's how you get sick.
Right. It was not good for me. So I get it's cool to other people,
Kids
but
should never be allowed to fly the Falcon.
No,
ever.
no. And I wasn't much better. Whatever
But
my
it's
shot
fun
was,
for the
I don't think I
kids.
was
It's
doing
just,
great either.
you know.
Can you imagine a roller coaster above Galaxy's Edge? Just like she says, you got those bikes and you're riding across. You're talking about a pack of people, go riding across, right? I mean, how cool is that?
Like the steeplechase at Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
I just feel like Star Tours and Smuggler's Run are so similar.
No.
Like they're such
Star Tours is going to go. It won't
need to
surprise
make
me if they announce that Star Tours in Hollywood Studios is going to go, because with Muppet Courtyard going, it's right next door.
And I'd be fine with that because the thing is that at Hollywood Studios, it was like Star Wars Studios, because you had Galaxy's Edge, then you have Star Tours over here, and then you had Star Wars Launch Bay over here. How many more places can we stick Star Wars? Now, finally, that's going away because the animation courtyard will come. But I agree with you. I think it feels awkward that it's outside of Galaxy's Edge.
They will either move it. I don't think they will move it because
Not
it costs
gonna
too
move
much
it.
money,
Yeah, I
or
don't
they'll
think-
trash it and they'll just move the AT-AT. They'll just move the AT-AT inside Galaxy's Edge somewhere and get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Because don't you guys think, I mean, is it me? I get they're not the same ride, but I feel like concept wise, Smuggler's Run and Star Tours are very similar. Like they're not they're not like, I'm not saying, oh, this is the exact same one, but they're very similar in concept.
I prefer Star Tours to Smuggler's Run any day of the week.
But if
I can
Smuggler's
ride Star
got
Tours
more
easier.
scenes,
Yeah.
I think that would make up the difference.
Well, they give all the scenes to Star Tours, don't they? So
Yeah, well, because that's so easy to update.
yeah.
Film and stuff.
Don't get on Star Tours if the AC is broken, because when I tell you, I thought I was going to get so sick in there riding around, and there was no AC. And I said, when I went to
Why
baseline,
is the
the guy
ride
goes,
open with no
they
AC?
just went to fix that recently. So now when I ride Star Tours, I bring a little hand fan with me in case I am ever in that situation again. Because in Florida, I got a little hand fan anyway. I said, need my hand fan. I mean, this is aging me completely. I know you guys, this is making me look exceptionally old, but I don't care. These are the things I need now in Disney.
You'll never be old as me, so.
No.
I was gonna say, you're probably the
Get
youngest.
one of those neck fans that it just sits on there. It's so awesome.
So I just feel
What was
like,
it? Pooh ride possibly being closed.
Wait, does that mean they're going to reopen Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Magic Kingdom? Oh,
No.
God, please. God, please,
Yeah.
God, please, God,
We're not going to do
I
that.
wish.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah. And like Rayanne was saying, that they need the kinetic energy.
They
in
do need
Galaxy.
something in Galaxy's
Mhm.
Edge. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring. Like
So me and Josh do this segment called Wet Spaghetti, and it's like basically
Oh,
throw out
yeah.
your wish list, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
chuck
see
it
what
to the
sticks.
wall.
Right, see
Yeah.
what sticks. So the one that I did this week was because we always phrase it with I heard, but it's really just our own wish. So we're trying to start a rumor. So I say, I heard that Disney is bringing a VR experience, a new one, to Disney Springs, and it's going to be ride POVs from the past. So you could go in, and Disney, using their archival footage, could be like, oh, and now you can virtual reality ride Horizons or walk around a park in a certain era. I want to walk around.
America Sings, what?
Hmm?
Did I hear something about America Sings all of a sudden?
Yeah. I mean, how cool
I
would
know
that be?
that's
You're
what I
never
heard.
going to bring the
Wait,
rides back,
wait,
but to create
Mike
the
Fink?
virtual reality.
Mike Fink keelboats? What? What? Swan boats? What? What?
Fink
Swan
keelboats.
boats.
Yeah.
Skyway.
If you had wings, if you had wings.
Skyway buckets.
But
Skyway
that would
buckets?
be such a cool thing to say. You're never going to rebuild the rides for us, but for those OG fans that
Mhm.
love those experiences and can't get the same experience on YouTube because the footage is either really grainy, old, VHS cams trying to gather it. But Disney's got not just the archival footage, perhaps, but the technology and the knowledge and the blueprints and all that stuff to create a VR experience. I think it would be
Mhm.
hugely popular. You heard
Oh
it
yeah.
here,
Oh,
folks.
absolutely.
Heard
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Yeah, there you
To be
go.
honest,
There you
that's
go.
not the first time I've heard that idea.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that even like 10 years ago. Somebody was like, I think they were actually trying to do like a whole 3D park.
Wait, you said 10 years ago?
Well, the Futureport group on Facebook is trying to fund the virtual technology experience for Future World circa 1982. That's
It'd be
what they're trying to
amazing.
do.
It'd be so
Oh, yeah.
great. Yeah, that I would love that. I would be there all the time. I would be riding Horizons over and over and over again.
And
living
they've been talking
Okay.
about like actually making things like the Rhine River Cruise, an actual VR attraction, and
So,
also
then we're never going to
doing-
leave our house. We're going to be sitting in our chairs and just put the headset on, and that's it. It's going to be like
We'll turn into the people from Wall-E.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to be sitting in those little automated.
Right next to somebody will be like typing to you.
Yeah.
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 It's like I didn't hear what you said. What?
Trudy will be there helping you.
No, that's Judy. Judy.
She's the only
All
one.
right, just going back to Ratatouille, right?
Yeah.
Those of you who haven't
Oh yeah, forgot we
wrote it. What do you think? Does that surpass your expectations without just hearing about it, but now seeing it?
I would write it.
Exceed your expectation from Disney and from the people who have wrote it? The question really is, would you write it again and again?
Yes.
Is that a
Yes,
ride?
Yeah, right. I mean, I'd ride it. Yeah, I'd ride it just to have that.
I got grandkids, of course.
whole
I'm
kind
gonna
of
ride it
like
again.
Okay.
have that whole like sensory experience. Like that's what makes the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. It's really cute. And when the champagne cork pops at the end and it blows you up, you can feel the air. And if you're really lucky,
Then you can smell it.
feel the water. Yeah, and you can smell it.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's a really cute ride.
Okay.
It is cute.
Yeah, I've never been on it, but
You'd
watching
like
this
it.
and
Coming
talking with
soon.
you guys, I'd ride it.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah, I think France is for me, my favorite pavilion in World Showcase because I do think it offers so much. It has multiple dining options because you've got the ice cream place, you've got the bakery, you've got Monsieur Paul, you've got Chefs de France, and you've got the creperie, all in one country. Right. Then you've got multiple attractions because you got the movies, the Belle Sing-Along or whatever, and you've got Ratatouille. You've got the shops, you've got the vibe is really cool. Plus they have the drink carts with like and then at Food and Wine, it's got great food there too. So I think for me, and I love where
they do cheese in a bread bowl.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think that for me is my favorite pavilion there in World Showcase. It's wild how much they fit in that spot.
That's good. So the Imagineers did a good job on that.
They did.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful pavilion.
And able to fit a ride in there. So.
Right. Yeah. I wish that they would build another country. I know that a cast member told me, based on, and I'm sure you know this, Lou, that they'd said space-wise they had it laid out for 8 more countries.
Oh wow!
6.
Where's it gonna go?
6.
Okay.
They have 6 more. They can add 6 more.
Where the hell is it gonna
Space
go?
for it.
You
So
build
you
up.
can put one. You can put one between Great Britain and France. You can put one between Japan and the United States of America.
Yeah,
You can
that's
put
what
one clearly. You can put Equatorial Africa between China and Germany along Poop River.
Yeah.
You can.
Do you remember when
Well, that's what
Norway
it's
went
called,
in?
but yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have thought there was a space missing when Norway went in. It was kind of like, oh, because Norway wasn't an original country there. So you know, when you were there and you'd walk from Mexico to Germany, like you didn't China. You didn't even think, oh, there's something missing here. And then it went in and it was like, oh, a whole country popped up in there. So it's kind of surprising the way they do it.
Norway's only little though, so it'll fit in the gaps fine.
Yeah, but I would like to see another country that has an attraction in it because I know Germany was originally supposed to have an attraction. I know the big. What country would you guys like to see? Because my top answer is Greece because I do think that there's a lot you could do with that, but I could be convinced to really many.
I'm hearing all this talk about Brazil.
Greece could be a great one. They could put maybe like a Hercules ride in there or like a Hercules show. Brazil's been a big one. Brazil's been a big one.
With your birds.
With my boy, the aircon bird. That's right.
Yeah. There's been a couple of others that have been.
I mean, Africa deserves more than like a little outpost, but you've also kind of got really like
you got Animal Kingdom, you got like
Harambe
Market and stuff like that, and
they've got that influence over there. But
I think Greece makes sense because they have what is that? That they have an IP that's based on Greek gods, right?
Yeah, Hercules.
Hercules. And Percy Jackson.
And Percy Jackson now, yeah.
Yeah. And the food is great.
Yeah,
you know,
Greek
like
food's awesome.
Yeah.
You should do Scotland and have all the food from Scotland, all the haggis.
That's what the United Kingdom.
Oh, the
pavilion
haggis?
is, Steve.
Oh, it's in the United. I didn't know there's United Kingdom. I thought you said just England.
Yeah.
No, it's United Kingdom.
Oh,
Oh my
You should give it to Atlantis.
yeah, Atlantis or
Atlantis,
Mew,
yeah.
one of the two.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
That way you can have like future and like past all at once.
And you'll probably remember this, Lou. I remember back in the day, the early days of Epcot, they were constantly promoting. We have like an old brochure, I think, promoting the new countries that were coming that never came.
Yeah.
You know,
Spain,
Yes,
Spain, Israel,
Yep.
Equatorial Africa.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep. And so it was all
And-
like again the
and
What about
of course-
Antarctica?
and they did not come.
Well,
and
that's
then they did not
The
come.
that's the
84
countries
years
of the world
later.
have that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something to do with getting rights from the countries, wasn't it? Why they didn't
Well,
show up.
with Israel, it was political. Is why they pulled it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Russia, Soviet
Russia,
Union, Russia
yeah.
was also political.
yeah.
Spain, they didn't have the money to do it. Like
Mm.
you do understand that if you are going to open a country pavilion at the World Showcase, you need upfront $15 million. That's
Oh, is that what it
minimum,
was? Okay.
minimum basement price. I'm talking about today. Like
Yeah.
if let's say you and me, Zach, were like the presidents of Iceland or something. We wanted to open a pavilion. We'd have to offer 15 million point blank right now, and we'd have to give Disney 90% of creative control.
Mhm.
And a lot of sovereign nations don't want to do that.
Of course,
A lot of them don't.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
true, but I had heard a story because now on the internet you never know what's true.
Sure,
But
sure.
it was something saying that they wanted to do the Philippines, and they contacted an Imelda DeMarcos was like, "I'm not giving you money for a theme park. There's people in my country that don't have shoes." Like the
She's
idea.
got more shoes than anyone else in the universe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if that was actually true, but I would have rather seen leave Illuminations and then take whatever money you spent on both Harmonious and Luminous and bring something else to World Showcase. I would have rather seen another country for maybe the money they spent on, especially Harmonious that lasted for like 2 years.
Of its giant taco barges.
Yes.
Taco. Exactly.
Because I was
Taco.
fine with Illumination,
Taco
especially the
barges,
old
yeah.
school one where they like lit up all the countries individually.
Of
And
course.
so that
Very
was,
cool.
remember when the Moulin Rouge sign was on the Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Now it would light up.
Yes.
Ah, the times, guys. What a time to be alive that was.
Well, if you want to talk about good times, let's talk about Pleasure Island.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to talk
yeah.
about good times.
Yes.
We'll be here for all
Please.
night.
Yes. That was
We'd
good.
be up-
I
yeah,
love
we'd be
dancing
up-
in the street out there, outside Rock and Roll Beach Club, when you could hear the music out there and you didn't have to worry about being
Exactly.
tight in the club. Rock and Roll Beach Club was my jam, though. That was my favorite. Because
But then there used to be fights all the time in the parking lot
I
for
really
parking.
nothing against the locals, but the locals is what down Pleasure Island because Disney people expected a Disney bubble in that area, and it was
Mhm.
not the Disney
No.
bubble. It was a lot of,
Yeah.
riff-raff.
Riff-raff. Hooligans.
But I love the comedy club. That was fun. And celebrating New Year's every single night.
Every night. Yes.
Fireworks every night. I love the BET soundstage. Me and my brother, we would get in there, get our dance on. That was my favorite place to go. It was my kind of music back then. Loved it. But alas, but I do enjoy what they've done over that area. I like the restaurant.
Well, of course, Disney Springs is great. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It is. I think that's an upgrade. But Pleasure
Yeah, it's
Island is a
beautiful.
time we will all look
We're
back.
never going to get back. We're not
Yeah,
getting
we'll
back.
say,
No.
I was
Forget
there,
it.
guys.
But I gotta say though, Pleasure Island though catered to most spectrum of social economic peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order to eat there, really have fun, you really have to have a little more money. You're on the
Yeah,
top,
that's a good point.
top tier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
What Kenny's saying is no longer ecalitarian like back in the day. I get it.
There you go.
Yeah. Though, you know what you could do is you could move Pleasure Island over to Wild World of Sport or the ESPN Experience and get rid of that joker. I mean, who goes there?
Only
Not
people
this
doing
guy.
Run Disney, I think. They go there for like this
Yeah.
thing that happens before a Run Disney race. That's
Exactly.
the only
Or
time I've
cheer
been there.
competitions. Or cheer competitions.
Right.
That's it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I
get
want
rid
the
of
Braves
everything
spring training. That's the only thing that go there.
and like open up and reopen Pleasure Island at ESPN Experience. That'd be the best.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't put me in charge. We'd have America Sings in Tomorrowland in 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, John. Sorry, Sarah. You got to hit the street. We're bringing in the Boot Hill Boys tomorrow afternoon.
You will never take
Straight up.
John and Sarah away from me. I will chain myself to the carousel.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love
all I'm going to say, Gina,
away from us.
All I'm going to say, Gina, is you did not experience America Sings in its live entirety, and I wish you had.
All I'm going to say is
an absolutely brilliant attraction.
John's hear me out. I love me some John from the Carousel of Progress. I love that whole attraction though. Like, I just
good.
Never get sick of it. I love chilling in there. I think the story, because I'm also a very retro person, so anything that's like callbacks to different decades. It's why I loved MGM. I loved that it was an old Hollywood vibe. You just
a great movie ride. I got it. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
still got the derby
ride was so good.
Yes, that was a great.
And I love the backlot. That was really fun.
The backlot was
that was so fun. The old animation tour with the Robin Williams and Walter Cronkite. Those were the days, guys.
That was fun.
Those were the days. But here we are now. The junk drawer.
A show that began on happiness ended with lamentation. Got it.
Yeah.
I miss that though. When you really felt, because you were at a working studio. MGM Studios was a working studio. They built
loads of Golden Girls. Yeah.
Filmed the Golden Girls. Absolutely.
Golden Girls, Lilo and Stitch was made there.
Right.
But Mickey Mouse Club, the new Mickey Mouse Club, which I love. That all those that was there. The
Britney
animation.
Spears.
You'd go through and see animators sitting at their desks, drawing and with their inspiration pictures of what movie was coming next. It was so exciting to see that.
Yeah.
I think YouTube ruined that. No disrespect, YouTube, but I feel like now everybody sees everything behind the scenes at the click of a button. That the idea of a big attraction showing you how things work, I think people, this generation, not my generation, but maybe the newer generation isn't as interested.
Well, the animation experience at Animal Kingdom is still a popular attraction.
Yeah.
I mean, that studio is full of guests. Whenever you got one of the animators come out and tell you how to draw Ed or tell you how to draw Simba or whatever. I mean,
like I would still ride Catastrophe Canyon. I would still think that was amazing. My son would think that was so cool.
Oh yeah.
I love that. The backlot tour.
My
brother was picked to be in the one where they show you the walking part of the tour. And when you were a kid, it kind of sucked because you do the two parts of the backstage tour, and one was the tram and one was walking, and it was like, oh no, it's the walking part. No kid likes something that's you're gonna be walking for the next 30 minutes. But Josh got picked to be in that thing where they make it look like a boat is like all
the Gilligan's Island thing.
Yeah. Right. I have a picture of Josh when he got picked for that. But that was so fun. Okay, Lou, this is a question for you. Do you remember at MGM? Because I have an old photo of Josh and I can't remember where it was. It wasn't Monster Sound Show because I remember what was there, but it was like they were casting you for a little. It wasn't Superstar Television either. It was like this guy, and he was almost like the Streetmosphere people, and it was a setup. And I remember Josh had a laser tag. No, Josh had a Conehead helmet on that they gave him to wear because we got picked as kids. I had like a laser tag helmet. It was a very cheap props thing they were giving you, and they'd give you lines and cue cards and be like, you have to be part of this thing. But I don't feel like it was Superstar Television because that was very, here's the host talking to the audience. This was like this guy that was talking very old Hollywood. He's like, okay, guys, and we got a video of it. We got a video of the whole thing. And I don't remember where that was in MGM, but I know it was in MGM. And it was basically giving you a part.
Sure that wasn't Universal?
No, it wasn't. And I know because
I know what you're talking about. I remember it. I think it was over by where Rocking Roller Coaster is now.
Maybe.
It's where I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was
before
like
they built
it. He was like an alien. We all had parts.
No. I get it. It was mainly young people that were in the presentation. It wasn't like grown-ups or whatever, adults. It was mainly like young people. So I do remember that.
Yeah, but it was wild when I saw the picture. I went, "Oh my god, I didn't even remember this until I'm seeing this photo, and now it's bringing back
no fever dream.
This whole
really happened.
Oh my god, I was Josh's translator. His lines were because he was the alien and had the cone head on. He just had to make sounds like and I was reading the lines as his translator. And I know there's a video of it somewhere. I've got to find, but I feel like maybe it was.
You need to put it on your channel.
Yes.
If you find the video, digitize it, put it on your channel.
Yes. Oh,
That would be
100%.
the
If I
best.
can track that down, that's going up. That's good. Josh had hair back then. Yes.
Even better. Even better.
Yeah, that was a great time though. The soundstage restaurant, I loved that. That was.
I actually have a question for y'all.
Mhm.
Why do you think they really didn't make Hollywood studios or former MGM studios bigger? Because I think to me that's always been a very big miss. It's such a fantastic park, but it's small as hell.
Because they were competing with Universal, right? They wanted to be the first ones out. To Eisner wanted a park that was a working studio. When Universal was about,
now.
he wanted one now, and he was like, "Right,
Yeah.
make it happen." It was made within like a year.
I was about to say construction started in like November '87 and it opened in May '89. I mean, it's like super fast.
Yeah. And then Universal opened 90, didn't it? Or just a couple of months after.
Mhm.
And then Universal were like, well, you've copied off Disney. We're like, well, no, we've had this idea for years. We've got one in Hollywood.
But it doesn't explain why they're not continuing to, expand the park.
No, you're right, Kenny. They have the land. Right? They certainly have the land. I mean,
right?
Oh yeah, because they've only used like 10% of what they owed, right? Of like the land itself.
Well, I'm talking about just the immediate area around DHS.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the entire
Yeah.
resort.
But there's a
just the
there's a
immediate.
lot of
What they
land
should
around.
use that land for is a Star Wars hotel.
Oh.
Well,
That one here.
She gone done it. She gone
This
done
is
it.
awesome.
Sorry, they're Star Wars offices now. They're Star Wars offices.
Spirit of Halloween. Exactly.
Spirit Halloween.
Lake Buena Vista.
But to me that's always been a mystery. I've never ever I can't think of why they didn't want to expand that park.
No, I agree with you 100%. Like, it'd be great if they would like etch out a little place and like put the great movie right back. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would love that.
If they took all their parking spaces and made a couple garages, you'd have a lot of space.
Mm. Oh yeah,
sure.
That's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they would have shade for their cars.
And you'd have somewhere to go in case of a hurricane. So yeah,
That's
I totally get what you're saying.
I was saying this though, like the size of what the ticket and transportation, the TTC, Ticket and Transportation Center car park is bigger than Disneyland property itself. Like, it's freaking huge.
Yes.
Stack it up. Like, make it into a parking structure rather than just one big concrete slab.
Because it's funny you say that, because that's what we were saying about Disneyland.
Yeah.
So instead of having us walk all this way in this giant lot, how come you're not building a parking structure?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they build a parking structure and build DCA at the parking lot that we used to walk in.
Exactly. There you go.
So you might still get one over there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Tonight, I think Gina made a fantastic point. There's a lot of.
Remember, she guessed at everything. Remember?
No. The point is, there are attractions that just don't belong in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, what the hell were they thinking?
Cars Land and Frontierland by you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's because Pissed on Peak goes with the Poop River, so that's why they.
Yeah,
I don't get those decisions. Again, Mickey and Minnie's, that should be in Magic Kingdom. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway should be in Magic Kingdom. So
totally.
Yeah.
I do not put
and they
ride in Magic.
They could have done it. And they could have done it in New Fantasyland too. They had the room.
Yep.
That's why I like what they did with Disneyland, how they stuck it in Toontown.
Well, yeah, because they've got the space for it, but
I'd forego all of our Storybook Circus to get Mickey and Minnie over there and get the great movie ride back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously Dumbo's fine. We love Barnstormer, but overall, that Big Ten thing, it was so much cooler when we had Mickey and Minnie's houses there and everything. That was so fun. I would have loved that.
So you don't like Silly Sideshow?
I don't even know.
You don't like that?
What is
That's
it?
where we do our multiple character photo experience. That's where we do it. Okay.
Hot take. I'm always going to forego just something that's just character experiences. Like, even though I like getting pictures with characters, I will forego that for an actual attraction, something of more interest for me. Or be like it was with Mickey and Minnie's houses, where it ends with a character experience. You know, like, okay, you're gonna go through Mickey's house, and then you're gonna go meet him wherever in the tent or whatever it is. That works too. That works too. But I don't know. I just think there's some things that I also think New Fantasyland has a lot of wasted space. I think there's a lot of things they could have manipulated that a little bit better.
Still love the way we call it New Fantasyland, and it's been there for
I
like
know,
14 years now.
It's 14 years old, yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. But Mickey and Minnie, remember when they talked about that big theater they were going to put on Main Street? They mentioned that at the D23 years ago and then scrapped it. I feel like wherever that was going to go, that could have been potentially a place you could put a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Or do you think a cool theater? I also am very envious of you guys in Disneyland that you have this Walt Disney show attraction, now, because it's a sin that Mickey didn't get an attraction for all these years. And when I was a kid, the Walt Disney Story was my dad's favorite thing to go to. And I think it's sad that there's not a better tribute other than, what Josh and I call the Poop and Walt statue in Epcot, because he looks like he's sitting on the toilet. Privacy behind Space Shimmer. Like, I do think he deserves a better tribute at Walt Disney World, other than the little thing they have in Hollywood Studios that was fine, but I think it should end with what you guys have, like the animatronic telling the whole story. That would be cool.
It's kind of funny since that's actually Roy's park.
Great.
Yeah.
Named in honor.
Roy changed it in because it was just Disney World.
Disney World, right?
Yeah.
But that was class act.
Yeah.
Classy.
For sure. Yeah.
I was just thinking about something. You
Bed?
know why Disney movies don't stick with people? They're mostly one-hit wonders now. That's why.
It depends on the film, Kenny. Depends on the film.
Think about it. Majority of the old movies, or even Universal ones, they have whole series of, movies like Jaws, right? Series of
this. So today they'll just be like
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but like some director, you directed one movie and it did good. So here's a whole series for Star Wars for you. And
Star Wars is a good example of that.
Yeah.
You
got Star Wars. But majority of the stuff that they have now, Disney, they're really one-hit wonders. Like Frozen 2 sucked. And they're trying to do Frozen 3 or something. I don't know if it's even out,
Shaz knows. She knows all about Frozen.
Yeah.
I know.
It's because it's cash. Like, they'll know it'll make a quick buck. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but they're wasting money.
Oh yeah,
that should be spent in the park.
Well, yeah, they are, but
it's the same thing as making these attractions. Save your money and make one good movie a year.
Yeah. Exactly.
Speaking of Frozen, I got Frozen taquitos.
That's Steve saying,
I'm hungry.
I actually texted him. I'm like, "Are you hungry yet?"
I'm starving. I didn't eat anything before I only had breakfast. That was it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So now instead of being 210, I'm like 200 now. What the heck is that? What is that? I can't read backwards. What is that?
Wafer cookies.
So from Trader Joe's, it's fantastic.
Oh, there we go. Cocoa baton.
Yeah, so it's just
It's chocolate sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
a 3D movie right now, guys.
Yeah.
Like the cookies are coming right at me. They don't smell it.
I can smell it.
There you go.
I'm trying to figure out what Steve's watching on the TV there behind you.
Yeah. It's us.
It will be us.
I know, but like
It's one of our things.
Let's see.
All I see is the arms or something in the corner, and it looks like a spider.
Leo had a birthday. It's right on the bottom. Which one is it? Tomorrowland Speedway at Walt Disney World.
Oh,
yes. Great attraction.
When you
This is
said
where we
yes,
watch-
you
this is
went
where-
like this.
This is where we watch Chick Hearn. Right. But
Yeah.
What who?
Chick Hearn.
Chick Hearn and Buddy Hackett.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything else to say?
Nope. Let's go. I'm hungry.
Bye.
Thank you for coming on, Gina. We really
it's been a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having me. You guys are always so fun and so gracious. So thank you for having me in this discussion. I had a really great time again.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's always fun having
fun.
you and Catherine on. It
Yeah,
was
she's
a lot of
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
She's a
Absolutely.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Well, have fun. You guys are playing your Call of Duty, right?
Eating first.
Yeah, eating
I gotta
first
eat first before I
Frozen
melt
Takiki.
Because
away.
he'll waste away.
Yeah, it's 11:30 here just about, so I got to put my 8-year-old to bed.
You know, if Steve doesn't eat, he's gonna be in Call of Duty. Everybody's gonna shoot in his butt, and he's gonna be like,
Yep.
Well, have fun, guys. Thanks again.
But don't leave yet.
Okay, I
We're gonna
won't.
end this and then there you go. And thanks everybody in the chat for joining in. It was a lot
Yeah,
of
it's been
fun.
a
Thank you,
And,
Christine.
Robert, I don't know
Fran,
about the
Leo.
Bambi thing. So
Ah, yeah. I
what the
love
heck is
it.
that?
no, for them. Yeah, cool.
Yes. Those are designs from Theme Park Chuckle.
oh, by the way, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You know, so this way it helps really the algorithm to kind of push out this fantastic channel that brings you all these chats all the time.
Yeah.
Although we're a little wacky sometimes, but hey.
Mhm.
Wacky.
What do you mean? Yeah, it is
As Leo
morning.
says, bye, good evening, everyone,
4:25.
and good morning, Europe. So,
Yep. It's 4:25 here.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Good morning and good night.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh my God.
See
Bloody
you tomorrow.
peace.